G2 being too creative, unfortunately. Too creative. That's unlucky, though. That's a rough one onto Jogamo. And then if they had 2 players alive, once they had actually gone under the tube, one can watch Kitchen while one watches Orange.
Losing that Dizzy to go through that space was going to be fine for them. We're back. Yeah, losing that first player to the spam kind of...
Okay, hold on 1 second as well.
Fucking one guy.
C9 with a monster buy coming into this
Yes,
round.
you're one guy me, you
Big
sons
guns,
of bitches.
regen shield, so really trying to get the ball rolling here early in this half.
That's a approach we've seen all season for C9. They're one of the teams who is buying the most regen shields pretty much worldwide. And it's done very well for them. When they get the ball rolling like this, they're going to have money for days, guns, pretty much every round.
Seen a little bit of the C9 power this comp too, just all the walls. Right now, G2 disrespecting on just the pistols. Have the option to fight through here with the Dizzy. Although it's not really going to amount to much against the weaponry of C9.
Jog gets a plant though, and that in itself is a win for G2 as C9 cleans up flawlessly.
So what's Joe playing?
I don't like that when players are dead, I can't see how close they are to ult. Like, for example, right now, how close is Jorg to ult?
He is...
He's got 4? Maybe?
3?
3.
He's got 3.
3. Like, you can only tell when it's on a certain background of dark background.
Hello?
Is that Mr. Brent?
Yeah, bro, I'm back.
Oh, you've seen now twice
You're
already.
back, hallelujah.
Using the Dizzy to fight pretty aggressively.
I missed you. We tried to replace you with Shio, but then he's just gone off and played football instead of watching the Valorant games.
Wait, I'm coming back.
It's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Dude,
it's insane
is good for sure.
that I was so excited for this game, and then I see the opening map, and now it's just deflated.
But they're playing interesting comps, or at least G2.
Bro, okay, but improvisation on Icebox immediately punished in the fucking opening pistol round.
Yes.
You saw at the beginning of the round there, the Teo just
Immediately punished.
Any creativity? No.
Right, hear me out. You know the fucking green box here that got lifted up, remember when it was slowed down? What if that was the crane operator was random?
That wall not gonna quite clear all
Was random? Like it just
Like the
randomized?
crane operator,
it's
sometimes it was
two-stack
up, sometimes it was down, sometimes...
Why would that help? How would that help?
Just to add a little visual difference.
Well, then why not do that all across the map? Like, some rounds maybe
The rope is
super
cut,
wide.
some rounds the rope is cut.
Yeah.
Right, let's just randomize the whole layout. Just make the entire thing shipment containers.
Yeah,
And there's no consistency with this map whatsoever.
Doesn't find his mark in Trent. He only needed a
Make it like the
single exact
fucking-
kill onto Mitch as this plant
Make it like the
comes
fucking
out
hedge
basically
animals at the Overlook
uncontested.
Hotel, yeah.
Has to do it himself.
What is
Could be a
Jogamo
possible
using his
wingman
wingman
earlier
for
into
in
the
this
round,
round?
but
He used it
has the
to
reclaim there.
get
Still
through
playing
the
active.
Viper
Back
wall.
on yellow, but a dark's about to come in for C9's retake.
Such a well-timed
Look,
goal.
everyone knows
Oh my
that
God.
Cove and Wingman, they aren't good for planting.
Can he navigate this? Try and find a kill amid the chaos? No. But his team
I mean,
does
the
well to
Cove is
trade out and
quite
to fight in
nice
from
for him to
C9.
play.
They have to go deep here. Try and deal with
Yeah,
these
but you have
post-plant
insane
fighters, but
post-plant user
G2's
with
bringing the
this
fight
G2
to them instead.
I need Trent to have a bad game so the Sideshow can't overtake me.
They're actually, they have so much good post-plant util, you don't even save it all for post-plant. You
Again, when
actually
it comes
just
to
use
post-plant
like quite a bit
utility,
of it
G2's
to
comp is just about unmatched.
exec
They
with as
didn't
well,
even
because
have
you're not
Gecko
even worried
involved
about
there, but you're gonna have the
saving it all for
mosh pit,
post.
the missiles, the
I'm ready for
Or you
9
just
rounds of A hits.
too.
I do like that approach from C9. I think putting their emphasis on fighting forward, putting
Is
a
this
team
not your
forward,
favorite map,
getting
Brent?
in the
All
face of
kills
these
through smokes,
players
all kills
trying
through
to,
smokes.
you know, crunch
Is
it
this
out
not
in
my
the post-plant.
favorite
It's
map?
kind of the only way to beat this comp.
Yeah,
Would you
another way to win is
rather-
just by spamming people
okay,
through smokes the entire time. It
get
seems
rid of
pretty good
Icebox.
strategy for G2 in that round.
Got their revenge for
No,
Jaws,
yeah, sorry.
trying that way on the
Next question.
Sorry, that one, it was too easy.
Trade deal.
I-
Get rid of
I
Icebox.
mangled it. I mangled
You
it.
received nothing.
Respect that. They might still
Would
make
you
an attempt.
rather
But look at
the
G2's
only
utility.
map
The
you can
nano
play
swarm
is
there, the
Icebox?
push wall, everything just sort of
Yeah.
force Oxy off these early
Or-
angles. And you've got to when you're dealing up against this jet.
And
What are you
that-
about to say?
This is all the more important when you don't have that Soviet.
So
What's
the
the
problem,
follow-up?
I think the problem is,
Would you rather only
I
ever
need
play
to think
Icebox
of
and
a
you have to
second
play
option.
Valorant 5 times a day,
Yeah, the range
or
on
would
that
you
is
rather
actually gonna
eat
be
sand
interesting 'cause
with every
it's
meal?
nearsided too. Can be harder on
how
a
much sand?
wide open map like Icebox.
Just a
Back
mouthful.
snowman, backside A,
A
these-
mouthful is a lot
No,
of
I was
sand.
gonna say like,
It's all the recyclable
spoon.
uses
Like you're at the
of
beach,
Yeah,
and you've
like
got a
three-
sandwich and it's
three
like a little
tablespoons.
brain
Back
sand.
line before they can
I would get
use
used to the
that
sand
onto
so
A.
quickly. If anything, it would add some essential mineral that's been missing from my diet from the fucking.
Mineral.
I'm calm. I'm not mad. I'm calm.
It will add an essential mineral that's been missing.
Two players
It's gonna
are
unlock my
able
fucking hidden
ready
potential.
to swing through. It's even trades
Oh
to start
god,
with
Oxy.
To make up
Oh my god,
Oh
C9,
god.
they came to
kills
play.
for Oxy. But
So I set up a
Valorant somehow
parlay,
fights something back.
looked up the map ahead of
More,
time,
and the IGL gets it done.
and I was like,
Jonah,
okay, well
he's
let's
opened
do
up
like
B.
who wins the map,
It was all heard, right?
and then
I thought you meant you
Oh
were
my
staying on
god,
this
it's a
game.
bronze
I was
lobby.
like, motherfucker, you're not allowed to bet the games. You would for
no, like I set up the parlay
yeah,
for the chat, for the channel
for your
point.
chat.
And then the other one, I was like, okay, we'll do
Time?
like
Hello?
Spike is heading
Time.
into Vic. Vic could end the round right here.
8 seconds.
Oh my god.
My god, it narrowly got away.
Yeah,
7
okay.
seconds.
What the
And so the
fuck are we
second
doing?
parlay, the second part of it,
Single-handedly
was who's going to top
puts a
frag,
pin
Oxy
in
or
that
Jorg.
one.
Just a disaster there.
Okay.
And I set this up before we saw
having
the.
to run back through mid because there's so little
Right,
time left
you
on
set
the
it up
clock.
before you realized
The
that
fact
Jorg was playing Gecko.
Well, yes, Vic
Well, what
missed
happens
the
if none of
first
them
shots
do,
and didn't
bro?
get the kill. It wasn't traded
Well, it's
out.
just
No, it's just
between
who,
the
It was still
who
planted
between the
in
two.
there.
Oh, between the two.
Mine
What if they
goes
get the
hill.
same?
There's great work
Well,
from
they're
Valorant
tied,
in the
KD was
round to get
exactly the
those
same
two
with
there,
assists as
but
well.
again, just off of the audio.
Pedantic,
Vic
mate.
knew exactly
ACS?
what was going down in the macro of
Then
G2's
just
calling out.
hand out the channel points randomly because they don't matter.
Vic has been such a big part of the kind of turnaround that C9 had. They made those controversial.
They're taking attack time out.
Early timeout. Where's Shio when I
Yeah,
need him?
just I guess realizing that C9 are fighting super aggressively over the B plant and changing up the way that they're playing. Sorry, the A
And
plant.
also don't pivot when you've got 15 seconds left.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of thing you talk about in attack timeout, is
It
it?
might be if you consistently do it, and I've seen EMEA games where they do.
Imi's special book.
Do you think it's just alcohol?
It's just
under
all
there?
pictures, just pictures with one word.
It's just alcohol.
Dude, turn the book around.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know what's on there. What if he did and it was just a picture of you?
It was a picture of me.
Yeah, just a picture of you,
I'm in
you and
Imi's
Ben
special
smiling
book.
together whilst casting.
I'd be
You're in
fucking
my
freaked
special
out by
book,
that,
actually.
actually. I don't want to be in your special book.
Or in my social book, you're my like third page.
Can you still open the pages, or are some of them all stuck together?
No. They're not. Those ones aren't stuck anymore.
Right.
But
Anymore?
Anymore?
huh?
I think
You're not a
C9
fan of the
are gonna
mustache?
Continue to try and get in front.
Let me see if I
of
can find it,
G2.
actually.
If you allow G2 to get these easy plants down with the wingman, using utility to force you off the angles, it's
Okay.
going to be hard. Good trade coming out from G2.
These stinger rounds are
out on
fucking
Nico.
brutal.
And
Like,
that's two
G2 are
guns
so
that
good
can be
with
picked up here.
Joe
Georgia
gets
already
old.
has
The
one, but
spacing
they
is
slowed down for a moment
immaculate
thanks to
when
the
they play
Killjoy
these
Nano
rounds.
Swarms.
How
There's
does
even a world where
How
Jocko
even
could
win?
get into his
Gotta
ult this
flood in,
round after
right?
planting the spike.
That's what they've been doing the whole time.
Yeah, that's
previously.
swinging out on this upper angle.
The
He's
Molly!
cut down by the Mosh. He's alive
so cool.
somehow.
Where is the plan?
More fight to come.
Jorg is just kind of
Was under a
fucking
bit of pressure.
throwing
G2
Utah.
tucks away John the swing though.
He's
Brings
playing
this
the
one in,
Gecko
and
like
that's
a
the ult you were
duelist.
talking about, Christy.
Oh,
Will it catch anything?
Jesus
No,
Christ.
Vic
There's
in
one.
the air, up above, needs
Wait,
to
he
his
missed
second player is Leaf. Only a stinger, but he dances
No,
around, finds one.
Wow, the
Oh.
prediction
Now one
is
versus
Oh
one.
my
insane.
god, wow.
And Leaf,
incredible
against his
prediction.
former
Insane.
teammates,
I
comes
gotta
up
do a
with the
time sync
clutch.
here.
Unbelievable. How is he winning that? First of all,
Same.
G2, the
You-
eco
who's-
round.
who's-
Second,
who's reading?
Leaf with a Red Bull clutch.
Josh
Josh
Third,
can read if you're
just
behind.
a little bit nutty.
I
Let
love
me
the way
read. Let me
C9
read.
play in
Let
when
Josh
they
talk.
hear that ultimate use. Everyone's
Replay.
taking high ground, nullifying the impact, but still, just perfect awareness here. From
Yeah,
Leaf.
and also Oxy is on 1 HP with an outlaw. Like, I didn't see how he got chunked out backside, but
2,
it just all sort of
1.
fell apart
You're
from
a
hero.
C9. There's no way
59,
those opening fights can go 2 for 2.
38,
We're seeing
Bro,
37.
okay,
seconds.
buddy, pause. Let me
What?
count.
All right, you
Yeah,
can.
you don't
36,
clear up heights this time.
35, 34, 33, 32,
No
good.
disrespecting
31.
it.
Okay,
Instead of
I'm
walk
with
up
you.
through B from
I'm good.
Cloud9, and it looks like someone is currying it in spawn.
Jonah P is a rat. But there are about 4 people headed his direction.
Oh,
Was he
Jesus.
seen? I don't think so.
No.
How many does he get?
How many can he get?
0?
Seppa actually
That's
aware of
insane.
it.
Zeppa's kind of nice with now G2's 8 players. They've got 2 guys trying to turn
the
around.
map,
So
maybe?
far, they've only
Oh, wait,
aware
it's
of
Icebox.
one
First
player on
round,
the flank.
first
And
round where
C9
G2 have got
aren't
an
even gonna commit to
uncontested
it.
plant, and we actually get to see what they
Yeah,
do.
but they're gonna
Position
harbor as they
to
come
try
back
and
in.
flip the map there, but
Well, they're gonna play
Ooh,
aggressive
the
with
soldiers
Double
Java
harbor.
and
happen.
Gecko.
Instead, he'll fight amid the ultimate, stunned up in a
no.
corner, and
Interesting.
easily
Does Trent play for salvos, or does he
do
play
have
for
to
a
hold the
kill?
line on 2 fronts.
Because he
Hang
has
on, this
ult
round
if he
he
Pressure
gets a
coming
kill.
in from the flank, courtesy of Vic. That needs to be dealt with first. Leaf dances around. Time works in his favor, but he can't
I feel like
find the
this
kill
kind of round
still.
you send salvos
C9
early,
gonna
and then
speed
you...
this one
Oh
up.
my
Has
god,
ult,
well
has
now
ult.
he has salvos
All
and
the
ult.
util he could ever dream of. First
Here
down
comes
goes
salvos,
in.
here
It's all
comes the
Trent,
ult,
but the annihilation
and the
getting
round's
used.
over.
His missiles already gone. Is there even time
Yeah,
in this
it's
one?
done.
Mitch
Yeah.
has the ult,
That's just
and
because he
doesn't
got the
have
kill
Why
on
are
the
they
flank.
even
He's
trying?
The whole
trying
thing
to
is because
stick
he got
his
the kill
way
on the
through,
flank.
but it's too far
Why,
gone.
surely they realized time was way too.
G2 steal away that round, even though it was C9 coming in on the bad buy. And C9 spent everything on that. I think there was a hard ult, there was a solo
Man, that's
ult.
rough.
They even had the numbers advantage, 5v4,
Oh,
finding
my
the early
stream is
pick.
buffering. Oh, what a horrible
G2
time
coming
to
away with the
buffer.
round.
Oh no, I had a way
Jarvis
worse
playing
one.
Chris
did play
Mr.
this
Falling got
so
a
well with the
5k
timing on the
Bucky Ace
utility.
and my
But
stream.
I think it all comes
I
down to
missed
the
all
call
of
on
it.
the players flanking there.
I've missed
I mean,
one
that
round
Bucky
this
Ace was
entire day,
amazing,
and it was a
though.
fucking
Seconds of this
5
time
Bucky
away,
Ace.
just messing with the players on
It
flank,
was an
not giving
amazing
them a
Bucky
fight.
Ace.
Someone
the
start
time C9
calling out numbers.
We're in a
Well,
time
that's
out.
from also
Don't worry.
Buffalo.
Which numbers? What are you talking
Specifically the
about?
numbers of...
88!
Wait,
It's
wait.
Friday again. Legs 11.
When the timer comes up, when the timer comes up.
Okay, 29, 28, 27,
What? Okay.
26,
No,
25,
he's trolling. He's trolling.
24,
it's
23,
fair.
He's trolling, right?
No,
He's
no,
real.
he's real. He's
21,
real.
20,
He's real. He's real.
He's real. He's real.
18, 17,
The numbers,
16,
Mason.
15, 14,
Okay, I went ahead by like
13,
10 seconds. If my
12,
stream buffered, you might have to catch up
11,
with me.
10, 9. I'm reading from the TAC timeout thing, you know.
Yeah, I thought you were making it up because I was literally 10
4,
seconds
3,
behind.
2,
I'm good.
1,
I'm good. I'm
0. Okay,
I'm good.
Nice.
I'm-
Fist bump. Transition.
I've arrived.
Cinema.
perfect, perfect. Cinema. C9 broke their economy because they all died to the bomb.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't realize
This
the
is what I
eco
was
was
saying.
like that tender. I thought.
How
they would
many
still be
letters
able
is
to
it between
buy.
C and
Imagine
G?
like one player.
3. Never mind. Killing.
Need it.
Why did
G2
you need to
also
know that?
calling away from the early
I was trying to
stack
cook
from
something with their
C9.
names,
C9
but
will do
it's
a
not
little
gonna
more
work out this
active
time.
Fighting towards the A site, which leaves Vic
What's the
very
name?
islanded into B.
Like if they met in the.
If
I
there
don't
was
know.
7
I'm with it.
different,
Islanded?
exactly.
Islanded, yeah.
I think biffing that rematch goal just fried my brain.
What's that? I mean, that cascade doesn't really
Other one
work,
is
Fast
flank,
flank,
does it?
yeah.
No, it's not
But
great.
the
Does it
thing
block
is,
all the
G2
angles
can
for you to
actually even
cross?
try and
I
take
guess
into
it does,
snowman
actually,
control as
'cause of the
well.
box
They've
as well.
faced no resistance on the site. Now Leaf turning around to the flank.
Pushing back
Does Leaf
side.
get
Be free
overrun?
for him.
Easy fight
Just
when
coming at this
overheat
alone,
into
that's an easy
spawn through the
opener.
harbor wall.
Knows that there's more
Wow,
to
the
come,
snake
and
bite
we have
destroys
some
the drone.
util to
Drone
support.
blocked.
1v3 for
Yeah.
Leaf is another day at the office.
He does not mind
But
those
Why are
shots.
the
the map?
Another
everyone on
turn onto
C9
Oxy, and
decided
that's
to
the most
split up
dangerous
and
weapon
look
of
for
this
clues
round
on
taken
this
care
flank?
of.
First, Mitch
Zeppa
ran in alone,
looking the wrong
and
way,
then
Yeah,
Zeppa and
you
Oxy
can't
decided
lose
to
a
part ways
1v3
like the
there,
Red
yeah.
Sea.
Lock up this
Yeah,
anti-eco.
they literally gave Leaf all 3 of those fights without any of them trying to like run in and trade each other out or anything.
Also, like G2's calling once Leaf is, communicating, hey, there's a lot of players
did the
coming in on our
Scooby-Doo
flank.
strat.
G2
And
quickly
double,
fight into
triple
Snowman.
flank as well.
I'm not sure if they had the
Twice
dizzy
in
for
a row
that or if
they've
they
gone
just
triple
based
flank.
it on their own, but
But they're
either
not going
way,
to do that.
it solves the
Probably
problem.
soon.
Surely
G2
they
loses
don't
the
do that
player in
again.
B-Mine.
Surely we don't
Mainly,
try something on
Spike is
Icebox.
still very easily
I
planted
mean, the
before you
thing
play
is, though,
back to now.
C9,
Okay, I
do you
we
think
have to look at this
Cloud9
round from
have
C9's perspective. This is
a
their chance
setup to
to
break this
reclaim
lockdown?
control on the half. Because if they lose
Because
this,
if you're
G2
playing
starts to
KO
get a
or if you're playing
spiral of big
Taeho,
ults, and
I
this
think
half
all
would
of
say
those
no.
teams
Yeah,
are
well,
going to
what
have
C9 are
lockdown
trying to
break
do is they're gonna
protocols.
use
But
Harbor
with
Wall
this
over
comp,
towards A to
are you
pretend
going to
like
like...
they're doing a little bit more
I mean,
active
would you have to
fighting?
you'd have to commit?
As soon as you
You'd
see
have to
Vic
save
go,
a Nano
G2
Swap.
are gonna know that this is the weaker side.
Nano plus
They're not
snake
even gonna
bite is your
bother wasting
shock
any
box,
time.
I
Nano
guess.
The thing
plus
about
shock.
Vic is
Yeah,
he can
Nano
get this
plus shock
ultimate
will
down
break it,
right
but,
at the end of the Killjoy lockdown and still
like-
not
He
lose
dies
the
on the
gas on it by being forced away. He can get back into that very quickly and play to flood in.
You see it starting to
This is the
decay
timeline
down,
right
and
there.
in goes Vic. So he has some space
Did
control.
the Nano
On
broke
this
the...
side,
They
but
didn't
it's
plant.
filled into every gap around the pit.
And G2 have to know that there's the option for him to be back here.
Jog just
Leaving
falls in.
Jogmo to do a bit of hunting on
Jog
top
goes
side
in.
too.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
seen.
But dipping
Now a
his
3v5.
toe in the
Good position for C9. G2 are pushing
If they
all
win
the
this
way
round
back by this
3v5,
utility.
3v5 against
post-fight
Harbor.
cringe,
Yeah,
It
this
might
should
just
be.
come down to the scale. Mitch
Suddenly,
coming on the defuse, KO
G2 are
missile.
gonna not become my
First line
favorite
of
team.
defense, but you're
They go
right,
half.
gets it
go
halfway.
half.
And they didn't even get the
that's
kill on
pivotal
Mitch.
to win this round.
They win,
Stick
they win.
coming
Done.
through, no one there to
Wow.
stop it.
Wow.
C9
That
mop
moves all
up
the buy
retake.
count around.
And that is the key
Zephyr
to
and Mitch were
success
really
for
weak,
C9.
but then
You
they have
can't
Cove
give
afterwards.
G2 the free site. You always have to have
I
players
like the protocol
coming
there
in,
as well, though,
slipping
to get
into
the
back
half,
site.
like,
Or the Viper
before the
ultimate
Cove.
there, a
Like, you
beautiful
bait out the
counter
salvos
kill
before you
And
use
there's a
Cove.
proof in that round, right? You're able to give up the plant as long as you are quick enough on that flood to kill the plant or kill the players that are stuck on the site before they can escape.
Oh, nice
escape.
by
It's
C9. We didn't see the
forced
kill
to
in
play
mid at
on
the
this
start.
Exactly. And you're going to continue seeing that even without
was a
the
nice ult
ultimates
from
coming
Vic.
into play. C9 are always going to try and have players slipping into backside. Now this round, they've switched it up so that active fight
A
is gonna be a little
simulator.
towards B
Let's go A
perhaps, but
again.
They show
with
similar
Thrash.
utility on A with the push wall.
They're going for the triple
New
flank
position
A
for
retake
Mitch.
again.
Up top on Jen.
Bit strange when
And
Net has
playing these
locked
high
down.
ground
It's
positions is so
literally just
strong
A
against the
hits.
Thrash.
I know.
Means that all can't do anything really.
Oh,
Oh,
Mitch
I
doesn't
hate
understand
when
the
that-
tech,
Get out
breaks
here.
his
I don't know if
ankles.
he's going to have the
Dude,
chance.
what
with
is
his
the
team
tech?
flanking
Sometimes I
too.
do
He's
it, and
kind of
sometimes
got
I
to be the
don't do it.
It's
guy to play it a
okay.
little
So
bit more
there's a weird
slowly.
bug in the game
Just passing
where
the ultimate now to force the
if you
players back into the
crouch
flank.
jump onto
The
screens,
flank calls away though.
then
C9 did
it
back
doesn't
through mid.
reset your height.
The Viper's pit
for
should
some
allow
reason.
this plant to come
So
down,
if
but
you jump onto
Steel's
screens
better.
without crouching, you don't
Zappa
take
has
full
shock
damage.
darts. He'll
If you
be
stand on
arriving
top of
soon,
screens
the
and
longer
jump
G2
to
win,
reset your player
the
height,
longer the
you
odds
don't
against
take
them.
full
That is
damage.
if they
I've
even
done
like
this.
it here.
We've
Well,
done
that's
always
extensive
crouch
research.
jump.
What were your two
Now
texts?
there's players going back into B.
Sorry,
They
what
don't
were
have
your two
Killjoy
texts, Josh?
utility
You have to
actually
jump?
watch the B main
You
play.
have to,
They've
if
got a
you
respread out
crouch
onto
jump
map.
onto
Where
screens,
G2,
you
they've
have
just
to
been
jump
waiting this
again to
whole time
reset
use
your
Thrash
model
and
height.
Man to get a cheap
Because
point.
when you crouch
Once
jump
C9 are
on,
no longer
it like
stuck
sets
inside.
your player model height slightly
But T9
higher,
aren't sending
and
too
then you
many
take
bodies
full
back.
damage because you're falling from
Coming in
what
here,
the
that
game
would
perceives to be a
turret,
slightly
had
higher
another player
height.
waiting. Now
Do you know
they see
the
a
other
player
tech is
Jen,
it's a lot
they
easier
accelerate.
and like in clutches you might want to do that instead of jumping.
Like
just touch the wall. Like touch
How
the
do they
wall
ever
on
plant
other
the
side of
spike
things.
here?
Could this become a bit of a risk?
I've heard that take before, but I tested it and I couldn't get that to
Done his job
consistent.
well.
That's how you-
G2
Oh, that's how I-
defends and get the
I've
flag
never
down.
had a
And now
trouble
the task
after
is
touching
tough
wall.
for C9. They're
off
retaking
all
into
damage.
heavy odds. And
But that's the
already
reason that
taking
you take full damage
casualties.
up there is because you crouch
A
jumped up.
4v2,
This is crouch
I don't
jump, yeah,
even know
yeah.
if they
That
can
makes
go for
sense.
this. Into a Viper's
I mean,
pit.
it doesn't make too much sense to me.
It's not
But
gonna
That
happen.
code was
Look
so
where
high
Vic is.
definition.
What if
the
you
fuck?
jet
Trying to reset
updraft
for the next
and
round. He
crouch?
does not want to get involved in this whatsoever.
I think
yeah,
we're
that
playing-
might fuck with
For
it as
G2,
well. Like,
even
I'm
going
not
down to 20
exactly
seconds
sure.
on the clock there.
But it's something to
C9
do with the crouch, like
realistically
altering
should
your
have been able to
play model height.
spam the wingman plant, but it was a weird plant spot from the wingman. C9 are kind of pinging it on their map now. You can see it on the mini map. It's a bit of an off plant. And I don't know if the C9 players didn't hear exactly where it went down. There was a lot of utility or whatnot, but they were
is
spamming
there
over
really
on the
any point
generator
in
corner,
pinging
which
that
was
again
just
for
not even
C9? Because
close.
they're never going to plant
Yeah,
there
it's like
unless
they
they...
planned that
Yeah,
because of the
remember when
hit,
you're, when
yeah.
you're hearing all
Yeah,
the
they're
bullets
never
being
gonna plan
spammed
there
through,
again.
when you have the white noise in
They're
your
probably
headphones,
just
too, it can
asking
be
them
hard
where
to
exactly they plan.
get that exactly right when it's a off-kilter plant spot.
So every ult on G2's side just kind
Very
of
good
wins you
decision,
around,
though,
huh?
Jawed, to
There's no
put it
like.
there from the first time
That's
get-go
crazy.
player.
No one would have ever thought that.
Spike down. Like G2 are pretty losing ground. Like
Kinda
there's
goes
not
1 second.
Whoa.
They would have lost the round most
How does
likely.
he get
and
the
the
kill on
Viper's pit
Mitch?
only goes a fraction into the actual plantable area, so you're not really getting many second chances.
Dude, I'm too much of a fucking hater.
I would have liked someone from C9 to try and get proactive into the pit and stop that, but G2 just had too many players
map
in
is
position
sidelines better
to
than
be
B.
ready to defend. Into
Where they
another
going
though,
B?
and at least saving
Hold
some
up.
guns.
Maybe not.
C9
Wall?
have money here.
Yeah, both teams kind of trying to
Oh, they're
show
clearing
very
it, though.
similar utility, but finally we have a round where Oxy's able to sneak
Viper
forward
already
here.
moved over.
A bit odd. Oxy's never had money to buy an operator in this entire half
C9
of defense.
have constantly got the stack on the wrong side of the map.
next 2 rounds.
Like, even though they have full
Piet
info. You know
Jepuko!
what I mean? Okay, they're starting to get around here.
There you go. That molly just to break the opposing molly on the other side. Maybe an alarm bot.
Thanks for the prime.
Oh, back to the A
Jesus.
simulator,
Because
man.
they have this
Wait a minute.
boost
I was in
They're
full
gonna
seconds
pump
to
fake it
fight.
again. They're gonna pump fake it again.
They just baited us for 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, they
They're gonna
are.
go back to B.
Still with
This
the
is not a
dash.
Oh,
A.
they're not going back to B. This is an
They're
A.
going going back to B. They're going back to B.
They can't find the mark.
Because Leaf
And
is
now pushed
B?
back
No,
by
Leaf's
the
the
wall.
fucking...
They're going back to B.
That might
Have
be
that
enough.
opportunity.
That might
Leaf's
be
the
enough
lurker,
pressure
isn't
from
he?
C9,
They're
though.
going back to B.
Behind that
Oh
wall
my
now.
God.
The Viper wall's there. They have no high
ability
touch.
to get into that space. They're trying to go back towards the B
Well, they
side.
actually
Over
have
Cloud9
high
of
touch,
Reddit.
yeah,
they had high
hobble
touch.
on
Maybe
A.
heard a player rotate off
Oh,
the
they have
site,
a
maybe
permanent,
not,
what,
but
40 second
all things
wall on B now?
considered, it's now a mad dash into B for these teams.
And no
Yeah, very
mollies?
good timing on the
30
dart back
seconds
into
left.
A. C9 practically
Okay,
guaranteed that
Jogamo
this
has
is
to
a
just
commitment, and
not
you
bad
see
plant
the
here.
rotates coming in.
Oh, those are
The
Oh, he's
Jogamo
going for
Yeah,
the
like-
on the
will
side.
allow the
Wow.
plans to be committed. It's too mine.
Wow.
Vic
They had a
Nero
Voids the
nano.
nano.
Trent had some
The
spam up there
nanoswarm,
too to try and catch
snake
the player
bite, and
retreating.
salvos with partitions like it. There's no free space
Very
in the
thorough stuff.
entirety of backside.
And now it's the round we've seen
And
so
if you
many
manage
times
to even
before.
get a sliver,
Harbor
the
Viper
flashes
on
are
both
clear
sides a
so
retake.
someone can
And a
overdo
really
it.
tap. That's already Util coming
You
in.
do
But
use
again,
all of your molly
just
close
spamming through these
close, so
smokes.
you're
G2
literally-
finding success in
Seems
an
like a
insurance
bit of a
policy
weird
ready.
decision.
With that wingman heading towards the spike,
I mean,
Valen
it
for
is
another.
G2.
C9 need a kid on that spike
Oh,
now,
they got
but
some
G2
good
They didn't
rifles.
just
swing
won't
with
let
Oxy
them.
again.
Swings ready to come in from
Hold
mid.
on.
Can that?
Could be the
Time.
salvation.
When did the
Salvos
salvos come back?
Needed.
Salvos are back.
But it's the
Oh my
missiles
God,
finally
bro.
arrived and
So
just gets it
great.
halfway,
That's
isn't enough.
insane.
Next,
Trent just plays
an
it perfect.
impossible task in the
Every single
1v2,
round, Trent
and
plays
G2
perfectly. It's
win
How was it
another
40
round
seconds
off
from
the
that exec to the
post
end there?
That
I know,
post-play
it's mad,
utility is
isn't it?
just too nasty.
Dude,
And the
he must have
fact, too,
spec'd into,
that
like,
they're
cooldown
using
reduction or some shit.
mollies and walls and smokes.
It's
and
just
stuff.
fucking
great. It's taking a bit
Wanna
over.
vote? Joe's wanna
It's
vote
not like
again?
C9
Yeah, it's
were
45
late on that
seconds from
retake or
plant
anything
until
like
it's
that.
over.
No, they
So,
just
like,
couldn't actually
The
see
salvos
any
have
of
to
the
come
G2
through
players
kind of 10
until it was
seconds
effectively
beforehand
too
to be
late.
useful.
Which they do, which is
Proxy
crazy.
right now sitting
Yeah.
at 3-9.
That's
on
why
the
I was
scoreboard,
saying
and
if
I
you
don't
just
wanna say that
extend
that's 'cause
the
he's playing
timer on the
particularly
utility,
badly.
then you don't
I
get
think
these
one of the
kind of
biggest
cringe
things is
post-plan
G2's
situations.
always putting tons of util.
Or
and
just
the
make them,
beginning of
like,
these rounds, the
Dancing
first
with your
round
ghost
after
for
the
two
line,
Just
whole
increase it by
dollar
yeah,
dues.
just increase it by like 5 seconds and see what
playing
Here's the
happens.
into
fastest
losing
spike timer,
retakes
yeah.
round after round. And
No,
failing
not
to
the
find
spike
his
timer.
mark.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
double harvest and 20 harbor method. In Americas, we are in
Yes,
the
yes.
grips of a
Yes.
harbor method on Icebox. This is
Trap play
freaking
a
out.
bit, it's successful onto one.
Get that
Nice
gun.
little
Okay, now you accelerate into
G2
A
have to
though.
accelerate
But
into A side
Valen's
on the
one
other
off all.
Deal with the flank.
swing of things.
Val
But
has
C9 are
record-
gonna be
Jog's
here on the
gonna
retake.
get the ult with the
Jog's
Some
plan.
gonna get
options
ult.
now, especially with rifle in Oxy's hands.
Zeph already out backside. They're committing an ult into this, but Zeph is gone.
And
So
He
it's
actually just threw the
I
fucking
feel like
dizzy at
we've
Zep's
seen
head.
this round a million times before where C9 look like they have a
got the
chance.
flash
They
on him.
start to flood in.
A Fortnite item,
Lose the
holy
battle of
shit.
attrition to G2 players holding the line. And it seems like it may be the same outcome again. Oxy the only one who can turn this around. 2v3.
Salvos again.
Util still available on the spike he needs to kill Trent. but
Dogomo's the
they're
perfect
too
guy
good
to
at
do this as
protecting
well,
him.
because he's
Now
also
the
been playing
missiles in
Deadlock on
big
this map.
space.
Do you remember when he played that on
Yeah.
a no
In a
duelist
1v3.
composition? And he just ran
the
around like
cards.
fucking opping on it and
That
playing
insult
it like a
injury, it's
duelist
G2
anyway.
with the top side plant. Basically
He's a-
every round they
he's
have
a
the
freak.
opportunity to do so.
It's so hard to win
If they
the
change the
retake
timers
against
to
that
50
plant.
seconds,
There's
won't
like
teams
4
just
or
wait
5
like 7
players
seconds
on
after
the
the
main
exec
base
before
just
planting?
ready to
Okay,
go.
but then
And
that's a problem.
Just to straight up swing
And then-
and deny it.
So you exec, you
those
take the
high
full
angles
site,
just
and you're
makes
like,
it
guys,
so much harder.
let's wait 10
Let's
seconds
chill
before we
10.
plant and hope that the
One of the
defense
benefits, I think,
doesn't
of
do
playing the-
anything.
Yeah, hope that they don't all
Like,
rotate straight to you.
Ease of ability to
You're,
plant up on that
you're
top
just
side.
giving
Also
so
just
much
giving
time
yourself
for the
another
defenders
rifle
to
fight.
rotate in
If
and run a
enemy team
fast
is trying to
retake
flood
on
into
you. You
there's
can't
no
get
better
into the
agent to
post-ban
have, I think, than
situations. Like,
Gecko
there's
to
so many
be
problems with that.
planting and have 5 players with rifles, guns out, Mosh to deny the flood as well.
Now roll over that.
And it'll finally be
First
an
time
Oxy
chat,
off
I
round.
feel like Oxy doesn't
In the
perform in
last round of
matches.
the game.
What are you talking? You just found his like only
it's the
fucking
same
bottom
volume
frag
you
game
tilt.
to type that
Bro,
message.
my guy is taking
First
the
time
easiest bait in the
watching.
water. If he was a fish in the water, he would have been the first one out.
Hard hit over towards this side. They
Like, what are you?
cemented this
Why are you
up
responding
completely.
to
That's a
that?
tag.
Like
Is there a
publicly in the
follow-up,
Discord
though?
call too.
Should
There's
be
no
protected
duelist. You
here.
can't go flying in there.
It's good rage bait,
For the
man.
moment,
It's
the
incredible
rage
rage
bait
bait. Like,
is
but
back.
you're
Good
rage baiting
rage
me by responding to this guy. That can't be
We're calm,
intentional.
Brandon. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. We're calm people. We're calm people.
That can't be intentional. I saw you rage baiting him earlier by talking about the fucking like an ult in hell being the best player. I tuned in for that. You rage baiting the call by being like, no, I think that was the right play though.
What? He literally said that one of
And
the
it's
things
another
that is good for the
45
ultimate hell is that they're gonna forget about it.
They have an
Your
ultimate,
logic was
they
they could
have
forget
some
about the
chance,
sub
but they need
ultimate
to win
hell.
these fights
They're
quickly.
gonna forget they used it
Could
for
he be the
nah,
better
Yeah,
player?
yeah.
Trades
That
away
one
the
was
operator
funny.
into
That
the
one was
rifle, but
funny.
he's
I
waiting
did not
out.
think you guys would
So
take the bait
swiftly,
on that. I was
now
just
a
meaning it as
lockdown
a
into
like
play.
throwaway
Mitch,
shitty comment.
desperation to try and hold on to this one, but there's Cove. He hops off
Oh
it.
my
God,
Trent
no,
is
Trent
good.
again.
In
You
the
just
Trent again.
1v1, the lockdown.
You just
He
the
just
lockdown.
locked
The
down.
lockdown.
He's got
Tucks
half.
away.
It doesn't matter. Trent still wins the
a
1v1.
new weapon, but
Why?
time so
that
far
Salvos?
gone. It's halfway.
Oh,
It's
wait.
halfway. Trent needs the
Yeah,
swing
he's
just in the nick of time.
Good. He's too
Must have
good.
got his strength.
He's actually too good. When Sassy put out that tweet saying that like there are 3 great initiator players in Americas, and he said it was like fucking Narrate, Trent, and Verno or something. I was like, motherfucker, that is disrespect on Trent. That's crazy.
Putting him in the same.
I feel like he diffs both of those guys.
Yeah. Well, Verno's like kind of in the business now.
Verno's been good, and he was great in the NRG match. He really was.
And then the last 2
Narrate's
matches for
improving.
Narrate, yeah, Narrate's
But like all year, Trent's been honestly, apart from Jorg's Waylay, I think Trent's just been straight up their best player the whole year.
I mean, Jog can waylay how he can
Leaf.
because of
Do you not
Trent,
remember
no?
Leaf? Kickoff Leaf?
First couple of games though, he wasn't there the end of kickoff.
Yeah,
Last-
but the
last
first
two
couple of
matches,
games
Leaf wasn't
were heaven,
carrying.
no? They were.
But yeah, the first 3 games, Leaf
God
was
tier.
fucking dominating. No, Leaf was untouchable the first like 2-3 games.
What's the map after this?
Haven.
Haven. A better map is the correct answer.
Yeah.
And then we're going on to the next series.
Well, no.
Yeah,
I
Trent would have
won't
won
be.
Finals MVP if G2 won. I think so.
That might be our Fioria. Have fun with that. Over under Fioria rounds. 6.5.
Damn. How does the half work?
Well, it has to be over or under. So if you think it's 7, you say over. Over if Fioria gets Lotus. Yeah, maybe if they get Lotus, it's over. But genuinely, I think
What the?
Dude, what?
little sideshow cosplay,
Brother,
blonde
it's
sideshow.
me. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
Would I rather remove Icebox or remove Reyna? Honestly, at this point, I don't see as many like Reyna Smurfs. Maybe that's just me. But...
Excited. Cloud9, run it down 12 rounds in a row.
Now on the
OT
attacking
5 and
side
11
of things,
versus George
the
9
only
and 8.
duelist
Wait,
in the
parlay,
game.
betters?
Time for him to show up.
Well, C9, they start towards B.
Bren, you got on me for creating this fantasy
No
game which
one
has
really
no
here to
betting
defend,
thing.
but that way,
We're all
but they're
betting
really
build, and you
cool
literally run
teams
fucking
now.
parlays
Members
every
of the
fucking
Well, we're
game.
not betting for money.
Already,
my
they're working their
parlay.
way in. It's just a
And
fight
neither is
for
fucking
the
fantasy.
Money
moment.
base.
Hey, we heard in the pre-show,
I thought it was for
plays
money.
smart, plays
No,
safe, but
there's
the
no
other
money
players
involved.
running at him
It's not money? I
himself.
thought you had to
Got a
pay
teammate
to
up heaven, he's
play.
swinging through the wall. Look at this
There's
guy.
no.
2 kills
Oh, that's
on
fine.
the
Internet
rest of
connection.
G2.
It's all just
Cowboys
free
arrived.
It's not safe, but it's good
I
for
had no
G2.
idea. I
This
thought you were,
flood
like,
is
farming money off
so
children.
quick and already
No.
C9
Well, like,
are
you know how like the
gone.
US skirts
Good
gambling
night,
laws by
Yeah, yeah.
G2
We're doing it with fantasy.
immediately
Yeah,
reassert
no,
control of B.
I thought that's what you were doing.
That would be very
Jonah
funny.
P with the 2-piece
That's
right
far
there. The
more
rest of the
ethical.
team showing
I
up
had
in
no
a big
idea
way
you had it
too.
in you.
And I don't know if you saw G2 bought
Me?
4 light armors
This
headed
is
into that round.
rich.
Two of the players
I've
didn't
seen
even
you
take
in a
damage.
fucking
They
sink
bought the
pouring
armors.
water
They're
in
all
your
getting
face.
Big upgrades.
Yeah, but I was a
Saving
different
on
man
the
back
creds
then.
as well. Just
I'll do
defending
anything for a quick
against this
buck.
aggression quite nicely.
I mean, there was no money involved.
Remember the first
I'll
half.
do
That was for the love of the game.
Alice
What's
sent
the love of the
Sideshow a
game?
fucking
Using the
picture of your
pistol.
ass, apparently.
Now in the second half they get
Yeah,
a
I
pistol.
don't
This
know,
is
don't know when
likely
she
to be a
did that.
10-4 scoreline.
Must have been today when I was bending over picking up cables.
Yeah, I think so. It looked like
Nice
you
shots from
fixing up
Oxy,
your.
but Jaws here, not enough bullets. We're gonna
Classical
switch
dude.
over to the classic. That's no problem.
Looked like you
They
fixing
keep
up your
fighting this guy.
desk and
Mimi, they just
PC
keep
and
coming
stuff.
at him, and it's not working.
It's wild because this is the first time Jojimo has played an initiator this year. His first time playing.
He can play initiator, he can juggle, he can shoot. What can he do?
Doesn't seem to be anything.
Spike down, attacker
Vic.
spawn.
Okay, buddy, no spike for you. Maybe a free kill. Please, please finish the job. Oh, God.
Jesus.
Look away,
That's-
look
it was
away.
just a classic, guys. Avert your eyes.
That wasn't the one we cared about. This next one, this is the big one. It's worth pointing
the
out
match
too,
is
I feel
over,
like.
Do you
Yeah,
think
just wrap it
the
up.
tech pauses were longer than this match?
From a little bit.
Because I feel like they
What
were.
the- What happened
To
with
map
the
3
EMEA?
Pearl. That's
Okay.
what
They
had
G2 lost a
multiple
couple times in a
PC
row.
changes.
C9 have been looking extremely
But
hot.
Multiple?
let's run it down. The first one
Furia for sure.
was just we tech pause to figure out what's going
The
wrong.
series, I
And
kinda
then
need
it
them
takes
to
forever and we round
take
roll back.
Icebox. This was their pick
And
coming
then we
into
played again
today.
at 0-0. The
It's
opposite
another
team
map they're
wins.
trying to add to their pool,
And we
but
tech pause again.
see if B is a better look for them
And
this time around.
Casey, then when we
play
kill.
again.
If
And
you
then
wanted
the
to
eco finishes and we
show
tech pause
everything they
again.
have, try and know
And now
what's
we have to
good
switch
heading into
PCs, so this
playoff.
is the long one.
That's right, it's been a
Okay.
bit of a humbling coming from
Did they just
PC.
keep
And-
swapping in the bad PC by accident? Like how?
But then what was
You
weird is they
love
played that
buying
whole
their
game, and then
Legion
the
shields, but
start
against
of the
Diablo, they
second
respected
game,
it.
they also had to swap their PC.
3 remember.
Was it? I don't think it was even the start though, was it? I thought it was like map 2.
No, it's not the start of map 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the start
So
of
they
map
played
2.
the whole of
Through the
map
wall now,
1 with
so
a shit
Sam, that's the outlaw dealt with.
PC.
I'm wondering if it was the same map. I mean, it was
Push forward
Pearl
into
that we
this
did a
site space.
pause on for KC, right?
Maybe it was the graphics on Pearl.
Oxy, he's getting
going
cute
for
with
it.
it.
And then it was
Pushing
Haven
in,
for
util in
whatever
hand
map
for
that just played.
Jajima. What timing does he
Heritage.
pick? Here's the
I was in the
drone
jungle
coming
just
through,
fucking
looking
kicking the ball.
every which way. A dizzy in his face, a swing from John. It's over for young Oxy.
Expect the purchase.
4v4 now. Zeppa
2025.
stuck in it.
And getting value out of it
here,
as
but
well.
C9, they've bought a lot of time, and they'll fall back into
How old
deeper
is
post-
Mimi old enough to be
In comes
saying
the
young
util, the
Oxy?
forces from G2. Can C9
No.
win out in the team
I wouldn't
fight?
say so.
They need it now. The trades
Oh my
have to
God.
come through, and Shaw
Dude,
begins
the
to hold.
flash.
The Cove in play.
It's
It's
not
not planning for you.
He's
Wingman,
holding it
but
alive.
Net, hello, I know
Too
Gecko
late.
isn't meta.
Too long gone.
Wingman doesn't
And
not
Phoenix
stick.
is in. G2,
What's he
they
doing
win
in
the
that
bonus.
situation? You want him to run inside
I want him
the
to
code.
try and win the round,
Kill
yes.
the
What
wingman.
you have to do, right?
I want him to try and win the round.
Situation. You don't have to.
Well, then I want him to save or try and win the round.
Don't they have like
It's like a
movies
pull out a
on playing
secondary
how to
type
beat
beat and run
impossible
it.
missions? There
He's
was
just
7
he's
movies
been
about that shit.
checkmated there.
Yeah, you don't do what he does though.
He's
That's-
running. He's running.
Way
Then why not
too
just
late.
save?
He's running from like when it's already stuck. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's
Ethan
Net's
Hawke
fault that
wouldn't
they
be
lost that round. You know, why is Oxy against an eco fucking pushing up on his own?
Yeah. I mean, I think they need some kind of pick because the G2 retake is looking too good.
Does this make me if Cloud9 just get walloped? Is all of America's playoffs apart from maybe one game going to be a snooze fest?
Did you honestly
Playoffs.
think otherwise?
I think
No,
it's just
whoa,
Icebox.
whoa, hold up. The battle for second and third is going to be good no matter what.
Is it though?
There are like 4
Is
teams that could qualify for second and third. Yeah, you got C9, MIBR, Crew, Sentinels, all for 2 spots.
I feel like MIBR.
That's pretty
I
fucking
hope they all
good.
play at their peak though, because like, if we got the crew that lost the other day,
Yeah, if you get the crew that lost the EG, then obviously it's not going to be good. But like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
get the average of those 4 teams fighting for 2 spots, that should be pretty good in playoffs. I think that's pretty
Alright, alright.
competitive. It's not
Yeah,
as good as
I think you're
EMEA.
just- I think you're
'Cause, like,
just watching
EMEA 's-
Icebox and you're like, this is cool.
yeah, we dipped into the Doom pack. You're right,
Their
Brendan.
forward player.
But like,
getting taken
EMEA is
down.
ridiculous because you have
Going
Fnatic,
back.
Vitality,
I'm not sure if
Heretics,
I'm
Liquid,
such a fan of
Foot,
that versus the
KC.
wingman.
Like, okay, you got like 6 teams.
Slight
fighting for 3
adjustments could give
spots.
C9 a shot.
That's
Pacific
better.
is
They're
also
able to
good though, no?
turn this round
It's just
into
America's.
something.
But America still
China's
has
also pretty
5.
KO drone.
But I think America's is also good.
No, but in
Couple
America's
players
one
over
spot
zone
is
speed, that'll draw
completely
at
guaranteed.
least
Literal
2 more
no
regions.
we
chance
don't
they
know
don't
that
make
headed
it.
because
this
they
way.
could. They
There's,
could choke. They could
what
randomly-
percent would you say G2 don't make Toronto? Not win America's, just don't make Toronto.
3% genuinely, but you never know when a day's there for
We're pointing out
3%.
C9 4 light armors and Jogmo with an outlaw. So post plant could
Like,
be brutal.
let me
for
ask you
C9,
this, right,
or if
Stevie,
they
you have a
move
barber?
back into Jaw in the mid round.
I get my haircut,
If
yes.
they hit back into
So
A,
do you have
it's
a
Killjoy
dedicated
utils,
barber?
Jogmo holding
I
that
go to the
space.
same place, but it's
No matter
different
what
people.
happens here, Valen
So
has
what
an
is your
ultimate for
percentage
the
chance that
retake.
they fuck up your hair
C9 are
at
gonna
that
try and
place?
sell an A fake here.
Not very high.
Making a lot of noise going
But it's not
through
zero,
mid.
right?
Now they'll have the harbor, maybe
well,
even
yeah.
the ultimate in here.
It's not
The
Did you
zero.
use your
harbor
barber
and the
shop?
jet into the A site while they slip into B.
B2
But
is
it
your
activates
barber.
too quickly.
And that re-clear is too
Like,
perfect.
that's what
you've
you
got-
are.
Now
You've
they're
got
using
some
the ult.
fucking
Is
wild
this still a fake?
analogies.
The spike is practically
But it's
alone
true.
back towards
Like,
B. They're all the way
G2's your
into the
daddy
site
barber.
here.
Where
What just
He's
happened?
there.
Where
He's
are we
there.
going?
Oxy just
I'm
ran
not
into
quite
it
sure.
now
We've
and
got a
died.
kill with a
And we also
nano
harbor
storm on
ulted
A.
fake.
And C9 are
And
now
No, like
trying
it,
to
it
amble
was just
into
like we were
B with
watching a
20
different
seconds left.
spliced
Lead.
frame of
Here's
the
all
game.
the
Yeah,
passes.
it
Like,
did
this
feel
round
like
is
that.
Different
just a
era.
disaster from Cloud9.
It's cooked. 10 seconds.
They
What's
just
going
took too long
4
to do the
players here
strat.
ready to stop the plant. You
Oh,
better
I'm
save.
fucking snoozing, dog. You
Make the
can't.
economic choice.
Hold on, let me
the
help
state
you
is
out. Ready? Are you ready?
G2 make it to 12.
I mean, look, Mimi, I don't hate the call for C9 to try and fake a site hit, especially when
Does that work?
the original intent was to
No.
actually send the jet
You
in.
need to know how someone died to the molly on A.
Well,
There's
I
a
think-
0%
don't
chance
know.
they
I don't
fuck
know,
up
and I
Egg's
don't want to know.
haircut.
My big gripe in that
Oh,
round
good
is their
one,
back
first time
yellow
chatter.
player
That's a
can't
plus
be
2
on
right there. That's a
Key
plus
players from C9
2.
had to be
That's a
completely
plus
silent
2. Good
on that
one,
side of the map.
chatter.
Otherwise, it just falls apart, especially if you're dying. It's just not
I
gonna
have
happen.
to share the rage bait with you. I'm
Okay.
sorry
Okay.
to do it.
8 rounds
Can I
in a
breathe
row.
first?
Hot
Can I
take.
breathe?
Someone use channel
G2.
points here. Hot take. Unrelated to Valorant, but I think Sekiro is the only good FromSoft game and it's because Activision published it.
No, okay, that's definitely.
It's just pure fucking rage.
It's all, yeah, that's pure
No one
rage.
respond. No one respond. We killed
Pure
him. I just wanted to
rage,
But no,
kill him.
first half though, I'm like, okay, there's an argument to be had.
No, there isn't an argument. It's
I
the
would not
best
say so.
one,
Boy on the
but
get-go.
there's no argument it's the only good FromSoft game. You can't argue it's the
But
only
I
good.
could, no, I could see someone with that point of view though. That it's the only good game.
G2 have
Why?
full
Because-
knowledge of this
Because
Parry
it's the
mechanics.
most distilled. It's the least open in terms of like
Dodgeball falls
variables and
away
in
from the
terms of
upper
what they
angle.
give the player, so
And
that
the
they could
cavalry
really
is
hone
ready
in
to
on
go.
the
Full
rhythm and the
flood out
mechanics
from
of the
heaven with the
fighting, of
harbor
the
ult.
swords and the parrying mechanics.
Yeah, but
Can't
that
do that
doesn't
in any
make.
other game.
Yep,
But
there we
that-
go.
but
Missiles,
that's true,
ultimate,
and that's one of the
everything
reasons why I
headed
think
on
it's
in.
the best.
There's goop in
But I
everyone's
don't
eyes.
think that
C9
it's.
don't even get the
Oh my
plan.
God,
It
they
makes
don't
the
even get
others
this
act
No,
that
no,
way.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
agree.
I don't
But I was
think-
saying it's not. Listen, there's
50
there's
seconds
probably one
already,
person
and
out there who
look
believes
where
that. Now the
Jonah
second
is.
part
He's been pushed
is
up here
rage.
the
That's
whole
just pure
round.
rage
Just
bait. The whole
That's
the
pure
whole
rage
thing
bait.
together.
For C9,
It's been
I
concocted
didn't-
to
and
the
rotate
I didn't
Ryan
even-
rage.
Now we've had
I
the
didn't
second
even
harbor wall come
say
up. When that goes
some of
down,
the
the
tape.
gas is going to be able to
The-
go
what
do you mean?
again.
It's
C9
only
are not
because
getting into
Activision,
sight unless
and
they
this part I messed
risk it
out,
all and push
in
through.
brackets, the greatest devs in the
Feels like we are
world,
just
close
rolling
brackets,
towards
published.
a bit of a massacre on
Yeah, no,
the
that's
side.
like
In
that's a
lands,
multi-layered
C9
attack
get a
on not
lucky
just
kill.
his
Net
goal,
on
but
the
also
spam.
my wife.
Oxy trades
Because
positively,
they're
but
making
Blink
Mixing up the
trying to
publishers
hold
for the
the
developers.
Yes, mixing up the publishers and the game dev is going to set Alisop onto a rampage.
This round flipped on its head. A 1v2 for Jonah P.
That was carefully
5
crafted
HP
rage
though.
bait
Mitch with the bulldog.
It
to
was.
hit the target audience.
They're not considering
Jonah
the
win
fight
this?
just yet. Finally,
Send
us into
will
a-
turn back.
Send
He
us into
breathes
hate.
on him, he kills him.
Separating.
On high, Jonah spotted.
Oh,
A
never mind, he can't
reposition
win.
from Zeppa is good. And time. Not a lot
not
of it
planning
left
for
for
him.
Jonah. Spike not planning for
He's
them
got
though.
no time though, has he?
First tap, double swing, and the dink. Not
Oh
enough
my
to win
God,
the
1
round.
and
He
5
got him down to
HP.
C9 have
6
6
combined
HP
health.
across 2 players to win that round. But
Not
what
even
did they do?
close.
It was down to the wire. I think, yeah, that dart landing on Jogmo saved this round for Cloud9. Because I think the other 3 players from C9 had all been hit by the Dizzy. So if they're not able to scale up quickly on Jaw, Jaw brings in his teammates. The crossfires would have been too much.
Yeah, they just
Now
didn't shoot a
C9
dart. I
finally
mean, C9, sorry,
stepping into
G2
a
win that round if
Some
literally
heavy
they just shoot
armors
the
with a
dart.
couple of
So
ultimates,
that's all they had to do.
Konnichiwa, amigos. What's poppin'?
Jogmo to pick up that off.
Ah, bonjour.
That's what I'm saying. That's Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
He's back wrapped
You
with
tuned
it
in
for
to watch
now.
the world's greatest
Spotted
game?
one.
Dude, I tuned in to watch
Here's
C9
the
come back.
operator on Jojimo as well.
Dude, how are we just always getting up into B main?
You need to be very
G2.
careful you don't overdose over there.
How is
Who's this? This is
Long walks
round.
on the
No.
side.
Does
This
interviews
is
with
fine.
America's
This
players.
is like
Are we really going for this?
it's a start of
Second
something new,
round.
as they said in High School Musical.
Runs
Yeah,
away
and it's Haven.
actually
That's the
knows
start
the
of
timing
something
perfectly.
Yeah, I can think this is
It's coming up
C9
right after
will be
this
able to
quick
plant the
break.
spike. Even as G2 tries to flood on in here, the missiles coming on through. Jaw, this Stark as well, not finding anything so far.
Net's in a devious spot. But G2 still have a lot of forces to win this retake. And Trent's already gotten a kill.
Big
Vic up
three.
top though. That's a great shot from him. And
I'm
time
okay.
being bought. G2 though, arriving in force and trading out
God,
on
they
this
outplay.
side.
Alright,
They leave it
let's
down to
fucking
the
go.
IGL. There's
I
so
just
much
played
facing
bad.
against him. And
Alright,
G2
let's all go play the football game.
back
This
on
guy.
Icebox
this
for
one's
the
over.
first time this year.
This
Sure up
one's
the
over,
map.
unfortunately.
13 to 5.
Go on, Shio.
Look at
Queue
little
up.
bro
Let me see
defusing
again.
that
I have to queue up.
thing,
Am I
just
getting
too
hired
calm
now?
with it.
Be my Dan. Be my little entertainment.
Have you seen this
dance.
game, by the way, Bren?
What game?
Rematch?
Link? Question mark?
It looks.
Alright, let me boot it
It
up.
looks. It looks twisted for us
What
to
is it?
play some 5v5.
Minecraft?
No, it's Rocket League, but with humans.
Well, like in real life.
So,
Well, no, because that's not in
no,
real
that's
life.
just
Because that's just
five-a-side
playing
football.
football.
Oh,
It's a video game.
it's a
But I
video
need
game,
to,
so it's just football.
Not
Right,
it's like
yeah.
Rocket League, but like without the
Like
Yeah, but
sparks,
Rocket League.
like
It's not FIFA. It's like you control just one player, and it's like over the shoulder kind of POV.
Okay, well, so it's like FIFA Ultimate Team.
no. It's like
No, it's Rocket League, but with
it's like
humans.
Rocket League, but with no cars.
What is the game called?
Rematch.
Just watch
I'm playing it right
Shio
now.
play it. Shio will play it now for you.
What
He's-
Shio play? Where you streaming?
On the main Valorant channel. Imagine an observer just gets caught playing a rematch in the middle of like a Furia
Okay.
game.
Show me the ship.
That'd be so
Imagine.
funny.
They just stab
He's
out.
like alt
Just
tab
stab out
between Havoc
straight
and
into
Yoru
the
Worlds.
rematch.
Havoc
I've
goes
heard
into Yoru
stories
Worlds,
of
he just alt tab to like Animal Crossing or something. Dude, I would cry.
There was
Or even
CS
better, some like
casters
idle
back
game.
in the day that used to just cast their little tier 3 games online, and the second monitor would just be having like anything else. I was hearing so many horror stories of just some of the top CS casters like way back, just absolutely phoning it the fuck in. Oh, look at this! You're gonna do a little jog out.
Yeah. Oh, I got goalie. You're about to see peak.
Do you get to pick your
Okay,
number,
never mind.
Shayo?
I do. I haven't customized my character yet because
Wait, it is like Rocket League.
You're playing just the default man.
I've been the default man for now. Yeah, I'm gonna make like a anime character. It's the only way to get good at this
You just
game.
need to make the little gnome, judging by the little gnome you played against.
I mean, our team just has the space, right? Okay, what is that pass? Oh shit. Oh my
Here we go.
God.
Here we go.
I actually got finessed.
Oh.
I actually
Shayo just got fucking
finessed.
worked.
I actually
No,
got
that's
finessed.
crazy.
That was nuts. That looks so cool.
You're playing
though,
against
no?
Messi or some shit. Like, who is this guy?
Dude. Why is this chest
No,
so
he
big?
fucking finessed that dude.
Oh
He
my
actually
God.
finessed the hell out of me. Holy shit. All right, I'm up.
Wait, I kind of fuck with this. Is
Dude,
it free?
It's actually so hard. It's free right now. It's in beta. You go to their site or something and
Okay.
oh, that's how you actually that's how you contest people doing that shit, huh?
You
Yeah,
playing
that's
with
on
Dome?
Steam
Shayo
as
just
well.
jumping around.
I'm
Clueless.
fucking.
Does my Wu-Ting give me an advantage?
It might actually. I'm playing on controller though, which might not be a smart thing, but
Surely these games are always better on controller, right?
yeah, it's just
I mean, Rocket
the
League is.
first fucking transition into pass it. Pass you. Oh my fucking God. Stand bar check. Nice. Okay, I'm
Dude, is
asked.
the map
Never mind.
changing in real time? What's going on? Why are we in a desert?
I was emulating the 2030 Saudi World Cup.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's not good. Chill.
That's not
It's
good.
fun. It's fun.
That's very much not good. Wait, I
should've-
need to
Mine,
pee.
I
I
fucked
fucked
it up.
ages ago.
That's on me.
Oh, is it 2034?
Oh. Damn.
But they got some nice custom characters. But what do you think about the game? The art style's nice.
No, I kind of fuck with it.
Yeah,
I like that it's very
Okay,
pacey.
I'm gonna be back in a sec.
it's
Gonna
fast.
fill this up.
The ball's never gone out of play.
Ooh. Oh, never mind. Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
It's fine. Ew! Disgusting from me. We're good. Okay. Oh shit. Score, where are you shooting? Jesus. Oh my God. Nice save. Let's go.
Oh my God, Shia Wager,
That was good, no?
the rude Van Nistelrooy of his time.
Nice one touch as well. That's what I like to see. We can test that, surely. I'm not there, bro. Ooh. Fun.
Dude, it'd be so sick if they made this into like an IRL game with like more people.
It's true.
Yeah.
Maybe like 11
Imagine.
would be a good number.
Oh my god. Okay, 2-on-1. Oh my god, they're at the top.
The greed is unbelievable.
It actually is. If we pass there, it's actually beautiful. I'm on this side now. Can we get the ball? Nice save. That's not our ball. Good clear, I guess. 1 point behind. Good save.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness, that might be the best thing you've ever done.
Holy shit. No,
Wait, we still watching Shy? What's going on?
We're chilling.
I'm still watching Shayo. I'm watching him almost scoring on goal.
Damn.
Oh. Oh my god.
What are they doing?
I don't know. I feel like an anime main character there for like 2 seconds. Oh, nice. Oh, what nice control. Holy. I'm understanding it now. Nice block.
It still kind of looks like you're just running around a bit like a headless chicken, but...
Really?
I mean, you know how to jump now. That's good.
Oh.
It can't be as bad as that other game we watched when you were just literally running back and forward doing nothing.
Yup.
But you got no time. You got to press.
I know. I need these guys to just like, I need to cherry pick this. Come on, just pass it up, 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 pass it up.
What the fuck are they doing?
Oh my god. I can't believe
No way.
Confidence.
Oh my god.
No confidence in you as a player.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be the star these days.
Dude, I respect how much Imi is real in his interviews, but he's actually given away like do you know what I mean? Like if Josh RT is that, he says he was real as fuck. He said G2 is one of those like super teams that wins games before they even enter the server because people play scared against them. So I told the boys, every time they get into a space on the map, fight them for it. We are not going to play scared against them. But that's like actual that's actual strategic information. Do you know what I mean? Like if you know that
the coaches aren't,
that's like actually really important information. No, I guess they're not, but I'm surprised that he's giving away that kind of stuff.
Wait till we see this next map. Cloud9 play the most scared, little timid, sitting back sight, never fighting anything.
No, they're not doing that. They're more likely to go the other direction now.
No,
they're more
yeah,
likely to like
Cloud9. I don't think of Cloud9 as a. I see Cloud9 as a very brawly team anyway. No.
Yeah, they are generally. But I don't think that. I think they started with that game plan on Icebox and then they kind of gave up on it a bit. They were playing much more aggressive on defense in the first like 6 rounds.
I mean, did it matter at the end of the day what they did?
I mean, possibly.
I mean, to me, it's like watching Shayo. It's like watching Shayo try and fucking shoot. You know,
he'll get there eventually, though.
Come on, bro. I just scored a sick goal with the one touch. No,
I mean,
yeah,
1v1. If you would have scored that other one, that would have been a sick goal. I would have given.
Yeah, but that's a hard.
Yeah, that would have been a crazy.
Brother, leave it for the keeper.
Christ. Was this 5v5? This one?
Yeah, this one's 5v5. I'm trying to graduate.
What were you playing before? 4v4?
4v4, yeah, just to like get the hang of some shit.
Dip your toes in.
Oh!
Wow.
Wait. Oh, basic comp.
Ooh, exciting.
Ooh.
Yeah, you record.
Ooh.
Exciting.
I think Cloud9 could.
How did
take
Valen
this
do
map.
last map? He got 4.
I think they'd need a god game from Oxy.
How
Yeah,
did,
but you always get a god game out of Oxy.
Trent
Usually.
do?
He just couldn't play because he was playing League of Legends in the last map. It's
But
like they had to fucking track the cooldowns and
Valen
like
actually
see if
doing
they
better than
path
Trent. We
jungle
take
and
that, we
is
take
the
that.
red buff down and shit like in
Although
Ice.
Trent-
that's
Icebox has
exactly-
literally got to that point.
yeah, but that's how G2 are going to play on this map as well. You're going to be going into like
Nah, they're not going to be doing
Yoru's
cringe
fucking
post
teleports
bro.
away.
No, there's like
yeah, they are.
it's
They're still
so
going to be
much
doing some
less-
cringe.
It's so much less cringe though and flowcharty than Icebox.
Bro, they're still playing
Use
Vice
those
Bleach
lines
Tahoe. It's still
big time, but we are
cringe.
gonna be
It's just
heading
it's
on
not
into
as
but
cringe
it's
as
like-
Icebox.
It's modern
But
cringe.
Haven
Things
gives
off
you.
the sheriff.
If
You'll
G2
see. You'll
win
see.
this map,
He just doesn't understand chat.
they're your #1 seed out
Surely
of
on
there.
Haven, we're not buying
They're
a
just
sheriff
match away from Toronto.
on our
And it's a
attack side
fight
jet,
in mid
are we?
to start
game?
off. Not fast
Oh,
enough
we're
for
in
TP
game.
out
Yeah, we're in
of the
game.
trade. It's
Oh, what
good
the hell?
from Jonah P, and
Yeah, the
things
pistol.
stay even in the
Fuck me.
4v4.
Seen G2 run rounds like this a few times. The buddy
I'm
system
trapped
now
in
growing
gold,
back
bro.
sight, but
What the
already
fuck?
Oh
Vic.
god,
Vic
Vic
trying to
has taken it
assist
to
out on
heart.
this fight.
Vic has fucking taken
Oh
it to
my
heart.
God.
He is
Like
fighting.
G2 on the B
He
side.
is
I mean, they
fighting.
took Amy's word for it.
Fuck these
Straight up
guys.
disrespecting to be
Just
on this
running at
pistol
him.
round. G2 might just do the same, flooding back through this
Oh,
smoke
no.
already, picking up 2 kills and evening out this round. They'll wrap around together.
Wait, there's no way.
But Oxy, he's playing the same game of chicken. Net spotted out, shots
You
whiffing, but
gotta win
Oxy,
that one, Net.
he's got his teammates back.
Oxy's
And now
so
it
good.
comes down to the Teo himself, a 1v2, but missiles.
Fuck.
If he
Salvos
susses
into the
it
left
out in
side?
this corner,
Oh,
the missiles
Jesus.
could be deadly.
doesn't
It's
know
what
perfect,
to
but
Oh my God,
doesn't
that wins it.
matter.
Oh, he
Amid
didn't
the
hit him with the
fire,
55.
still gets his kill.
I want to see the reaction on net there. This guy has been popping off.
C9 win a pistol? They
Now going up
definitely
against
didn't
the
win
team that dropped
pistol on
him a
Icebox
year
and lost
ago.
85.
Kicking off pistol in a big way. I mean, this
Holy.
round, you talk about no respect, no smoke
Nah, but
on
they
A-Link.
came in with a
We're
bit of a
jumping
fuck
into
you
back
attitude
site,
here.
No problem from C9.
Vic was just bunny hopping in like a maniac.
So it's that there. Swinging through it. Go, dude. Getting the job done. Okay, a little bit more strained out of net. Keeping it calm.
Let's go.
If
Held it
G2
up,
win
don't
this,
you worry.
map, and then it's MIBR
C9
Furia, this
won
could be
their
the
pistol round
quickest
in
day
the
of
first half
EMEA and
Icebox as
Americas.
well, so another good start at the beginning of a map.
Right, but it wasn't the quickest day of EMEA. It was
Oh,
a
it
fucking,
was.
was a clusterfuck shitfest long day of EMEA.
That's the quickest EMEA
Two
day.
here, jump on through.
I
The
love
second
how
series,
often
to be fair, was
Judgment
really
uses
fast.
his TPs for scouting.
Jogamo as a Sova drone.
Poor
Except for the
Drone's
tech
a
balls,
little
never mind,
lower
I
on
lied.
health because of it. Exec is getting stalled for a moment. That should give some time for a couple players to flood in, and Noxy, okay.
Goes like
Running
two
gun,
kills.
double with the stinger, not a care in the world.
I'm telling you, it's the vibe shift. The disrespect, full running gun, okay. We'll see if this maintains round 3, round 4.
Oh, I
That's
troll.
where, you know, things might
Little
level
tougher to
out.
Okay,
just run
let's see it.
down every round.
Let's
sure.
see it.
I just want to see how G2 continue to
My
play
prediction
here.
right
It's gonna
now,
be more, you know,
13-8.
a default setup. That round, they're using the stun and missile immediately into the lobby space. A lot of times, G2 will just elect to hold on to their breach stun, be able to run trap plays. If you ever try to speed up on them, either into the A side or into garage, and sort of position Jonah P.
I don't fear no man.
There you go. That's the aggression.
I fear
It's gonna
no
be quick
man.
again.
That's funny.
Dude,
Ready for a pop towards C.
But G2 are
Valen
just gonna
stabs
play
him in the
full
face.
rotate.
I am no
G2
man.
didn't actually use the sun into the A space. They're droning it now.
far.
G2 taking their sweet time, making
Game
sure
of
there's not going to
Thrones
be any
I'm just
lurkers
an
coming in on
ickle-ickle
that side of the
boy.
map before gearing up for this C space.
C9
Either that or he
fight into
reveals he's a
garage,
fucking hobbit.
Oh
and
my
they're
god.
successful for one,
timing
actually
there's a bit
trading up
brutal.
favorably.
Very nice.
They won't hold on to the space for too long. Instead, getting
Aggressive
back into the
timing, like
site,
fast
and the
timing
missiles
from net.
in their
Oh,
face
and they're
become a
fighting
problem.
for it. Look at
Flash
them. They
of
actually
lightning
are
strikes.
fucking fighting for it.
Oh.
This is a different
In
C9.
the
This is a different
brawl.
C9. They've actually come out with a bit more
Opponent's
gusto.
round converted, and
They're
are
fighting
taking
back into
Amy's
G2.
words to heart.
I love it. I love it. And look,
Almost
that
like Amy
round,
was right
it's not even
with
just
what he
like
was saying. They're
disrespect, it's
following
just
his
realizing
advice.
that G2, they're
That's
playing
crazy.
full
I know,
retake,
I know.
Right? There's no pressure coming in
Who
from
knew?
G2 once C9 get themselves
coach
on the
can
site. So
coach.
instead of falling back and playing topside, playing
Oh,
ball,
bald
playing
man,
time, et
coach
cetera,
them.
No, they fight into the garage space. It's a great
He's not
timing
just bald,
taken
he's also
by
smart.
Net on the Cypher to pinch into
Bald people
garage
tend to be
space.
smarter. Hair makes you think slower.
Deal with that
I
player.
disagree. As a
Just sort of
pre-bald,
stop
I don't
G2
know.
before they can
I
gear
feel like
up that
since I
fight.
lost the hair or started shaving, I've become dumber.
You can just say man. You don't need to say
G2 and Nico
pre-ball.
round.
I mean, all men are headed in that direction, basically.
Wait, hold on. Once again, I always say this being
Well,
bald
as
is
a
choice.
baby, don't you start bald? Is it not
Make something
bald to...
happen with his signature
Not
button.
every baby starts bald.
No, babies have hair, right?
Some babies are born with hair. Yeah.
Could put it that way.
Were
Yeah,
you
because
Sideshow?
when I was
I
born, I
doubt
had
it.
hair.
Again, like G2.
I had so much hair. I had like a
Sometimes you're born with
full
hair.
head of
That's
hair.
something the G2 will.
Yeah, I had a
like,
fucking
I had
quiff.
so
I like
much
to
hair,
know
you know what I
this.
mean?
playing much heavier over towards A. Is that
But sometimes the babies like
weak
lose
side
the
of the
hair.
map just
It
becomes
rubs
a
off on their
bias
pillow and then they
util
grow
farm.
back.
I'm losing my hair now.
Unless they start
That it's not gonna grow back.
preempting
It might
the
grow back.
rotates with your
You just said it grows back to
DPs,
baby.
they can
Yeah.
instantly snap on the
It might
replay.
grow back.
I'm
You don't know
waiting
that.
for the team that
It's
is
not
Yeah,
gonna
it
grow
might
back.
magically grow
to
back
deal
after
with that
Champs
form
Istanbul Part 2.
that G2 is always kind of putting up on the wall there towards long.
Yeah, the boosted one. Is
Wow, Bren, you're looking like Rapunzel these days.
Why does it work like that? No one really knows. There's the missile combo though.
Traded out nicely.
Mitch took a bit of damage from that.
G2, okay. Dodgeball gets one with the pistol. Could this get dangerous? Surely not. C9.
Well, they are continuing to
Yeah,
fight.
They'll hold the funnel strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
And only one
You
minute
know
Yeah.
lost
what? You know what?
on their route to 4-0.
I'm on board.
And look, C9, yeah,
I'm not gonna buy the
that's
bundle,
a
but I'm fucking
anti-eco
with it.
there coming in. But now they've got some serious.
Is it bad if I
soldiers,
haven't
right?
bought a
Green Jolt to
single
get
team's
into a
bundle?
site. Oxy has the
No.
knives if he wants
I think that
as
means
well.
you're
Well, the G2 are
fiscally
so far
responsible.
behind, but
How many have you
they
got,
keep
Brent?
this ball rolling. And
I've
I
like
think if they realize that they're hitting into the
3?
weak
I think
side
one.
and
I had to buy the
G2,
DRX one
there's
to let,
options where
so that they could
can
let
hold
us use their
Breach
studio.
for the post
Right.
play
For the
and
Shanghai
fighting
Counter-stratting.
actively into garage
That was just a
right.
requirement. Like the Kanyang, I don't
Someone
think
set up to the pistol round.
was joking when he said like you need to
What
buy-
is this?
I love Ox.
get this shit off my screen.
That full
Oh
line
Jesus!
setup.
God,
They're
I
running
can't
into
wait till
Twitch.
they start showing slurs in there.
Where Valen is in garage.
I mean, they must
That has to be
have.
curated.
They must have been curated.
Rolling
It
Thunder,
had to
Valen
be
cannot
curated.
avoid that one. He's launched
Great
straight into
otherwise.
the air. And it's easy
Okay.
for
Fucking
Mitch.
running over them.
As the
Okay, the
ultimate.
pinch
I mean,
though.
the
Oh,
aftershock,
the
that's
aftershock
nice.
is
G2
dirty,
stepping
though.
out of
Wait,
front,
that's
forcing
sick.
the
That's a
players
nice bit of
into that
util
line.
combo.
And now
G2
you
really
shoot-
do play League of
Right.
Legends.
Way quicker. There's no way Oxy is
Oh,
expecting it.
holy
They
Now
didn't even
G2
get
comes
into the
No
site.
chance you know what they're doing
Still,
there.
the site will be taken for Cloud9, but G2, they're going to be really fast to work back through this.
That's such a
Smoke
nice
fading
round from
towards
G2,
Spawn,
man.
Leaf ready on the
Still might
duel.
lose it though.
Good trade from
And now
Zeppa.
C9 have to try
They're
and
down to
find
fight.
some
I
way.
mean, look at Net.
Dodgeball
He's
is
trying to fight.
teleported into the site.
Doesn't
No one
realize
was
that Jork
looking
is
at
right
him, and
there.
Dodgeball
That was a good
takes
round from G2,
control.
though. That's a sick round.
Oh,
from
have a
G2.
TP to take from Jaw.
Okay, Jaw.
What did they show?
Wanna
They were
see that
showing
one
like
more
little
time?
fucking
G2
Twitch
had the
chats.
numbers. And what a good call from them, again, by having 3
I
players
think
in mid.
that-
See how much more responsive they are when the C hit comes in. 'Cause it's the
I
opening
didn't
pick
like
from
it because it
Cloud9
was
with the
new and I
blast
don't
coming
like
with the
change,
tail
but I think that's
into
actually a
this.
good thing for the
Flashing
broadcast.
himself into
Showing
the
Twitch
corner
chat
with
messages that
teammates
they're
coming
going
on
to
through
curate them.
too.
Yeah, but yeah, well, like some like
That was nice from G2.
funneling viewership away from
Lorax is
Go
loving
streamer.
that round.
I mean, I don't know
G2
that.
finally
that
Anything
does
for a
that,
glimpse
but
of the
yeah, I
fame.
guess. Yeah, exactly.
But they're
You
gonna have
tap
some
into
ults to start to
the
snowball this,
audience's
but so
desire
too
to be
have
seen,
Cloud9 earn theirs.
and so you promote engagement on the official.
Sova ult.
Where's this going here?
Already. Pretty much blind. I think just off a dart there. And
Clear
Almost
shot.
it's not going to
close,
find
Really clear
anything.
any of
They
that.
are
I hate
just
that.
running
bizarre
it down.
Sova.
Oh
I
my
hate
holy shit.
Not going to go up into heaven, but still
Oh,
Leaf is
he
waiting in the
is
corner on short.
nasty.
Dude, Oxy, don't do it to
And he's
him.
gone already. Oxy spinning
Don't
around
do it to
again. Finds 3 kills this round.
Wow.
And as soon as you
That's a
think
good
that
fucking round
G2 are
from
taking
Oxy.
control, C9
That's an
answered
Oxy
back.
round like solo
Really nice
because
calling
if he
from C9
dies
just
taking
the
that
round
first
before
duel,
they realized
the
G2
whole
had
of the
moved
flood
into
is
a new
on.
default setup, which is going to be much more about playing for the mid space and responding across the map. So they don't even hesitate, even going into the Vise, flying into this side.
I mean,
quick
that
reaction from
somewhat does
Oxy.
look like cheating.
I mean, it wouldn't work if Oxy wasn't hitting those shots. Let's be clear.
Let's go, baby. No
G2.
man.
That was crazy. I never did this.
Do you guys ever like solo queue for a rank game and then like bottom frag and then pray that nobody knows who you are in the game afterwards?
Sorry?
What's that thing called? You said?
Don't matter. It don't matter.
Do you ever bottom
not
frag in a
what you said.
game and
No,
then
no, it don't
hope
matter.
no one recognizes you? Is that what you're saying?
What's bottom fragging? I've never heard of that before.
Is that a new concept or?
The last game where people recognized me, I was fucking giga smurfing on my. I was solo queuing in the Riot Arena. I playing on my fucking plat account. Went like 20-5 in the first 10 rounds or something, and they're like, "Wait, are you Sideshow?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's me." And then we fucking lost the game I'm like, bro, I should have hidden my identity, man. I should have just given myself some plausible deniability to shout at them when they were playing badly. They let me down so bad in that game. If you're in my chat right now, you fucking know who you are on Haven. I was owning.
See.
Crazy.
A lot of C9 fans here today.
Stun missiles out into this grass space.
This is like a slow vision strikers
He's a
round.
kill.
Yeah.
I think he might just have
Wait,
a
there's no way.
Oh,
I
he
mean,
heard the
that's
drop
just,
down.
it's so audacious.
The ult as well. Oxy.
Oxy screwed.
Can't see anything.
He can't see shit.
Yeah.
He's stuck in the smoke.
Was
but
that because
his
he was
teammates
inside
are
the
dying
cloud
around
burst?
him. And now another ultimate used. It's
That was weird.
Jojimo. Clearing space back
He was
down long. He
inside the
spots
smoke
out two.
and concussed
One
and just
flash in.
kind
A
of
second,
flailing around a
ready to
bit before he
follow
died. So.
Jojimo. Stinger in hand, but discipline still. He doesn't
the
overcommit this
damage.
one.
He swung back
C9
into
look
full
for
damage
a
shock
different
dart
option.
there.
Yeah, I mean, if C9 were to sprint back to A, there's still a teleport back in spawn. The Tejo rotating over too. So I like that.
They've actually got a
Roll around
nice
down and
spread
creeping back
defense
into mid.
here. It's still winnable for
I think
C9
that
though.
might be where the gap is. 'cause
Much
it's
better
all
weapons.
the Vi's util towards C. Vi's
There's
is
no
now
smokes.
dead. So B is the immediate answer for them.
Yeah, but that won't matter too much for this. They'll be fine.
And they've solved it correctly.
3.
Smokes probably better for the eco, no?
Daw walking in.
Oh my god. Wait, they don't know Trent's here. They don't know Trent's here.
Oh, Jesus.
That stun was
Now it's a
everything.
1v1.
Breach against breach.
Very tough for Mitch to win. Oh, sorry, for Jonah to win,
Yeah.
I'd say.
The only advantage is going to be Mitch having the stun in the coach plan. He can retreat to long or even use this to reposition. Now he can be anywhere in the
Yeah,
map.
he was away exactly where he is, though.
In 20
does Jonah
seconds,
think to
Jonah
look?
is going to have stun online.
On 10
He
seconds
can
now.
actually wait for
Slowly
this.
clearing out the site.
What's that gonna do for him?
I don't know.
Mitch is tucked all the way back
But
in
like,
long.
if you tap, make him
Jonah
jiggle
has
peek
his
and then
stun
stun him or something.
But time
I don't
working
know.
against him. A stone
I
in
mean,
the
that
corner.
the position
A
of
push
Mitch is in
coming
is
in,
fucking
Jonah.
wild.
Not gonna have the
He
chance
didn't
to
even
even
tap,
get a
man.
brawl here.
Super
Mitch
fast.
He
is
didn't even
so far
tap.
back in the time.
But like, why is Mitch here? He's like setting up a fucking little roundabout camping
hear
video
him
on
running.
YouTube.
You can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him running the whole
That
time.
was almost the chance for G2 to sneak back into the game.
Yeah, but no, Mitch will.
And they used two ults
I get what you
to
mean, but
lose
he had
that
the
round.
full idea to
Rolling Thunder, Yorua, the
play
two
that far
best
back,
ults
you
they
know?
have are gone.
It's preemptive.
Definitely the best two ults they
I don't
had.
think so. I think he was
Wasn't
thinking about
reacting.
jiggling. I think he was going to jiggle if there was a
Well
tap.
played for Mitch there.
I think he was
You
hitting
know,
like in his
after
80% of the
seven
range of his
rounds of C9 playing
footsteps.
super
Like just
confident,
out the outer range.
running, sprinting at
matching
the
it.
enemy. He's
Actually,
like,
I think
no,
it was
I'll play time. That's fine. That's
76.5.
fine by me. I'm
You
here.
know what
Recurring.
I'm saying, right? Like the outer edge.
Exactly
Let me
what he
never say
did.
a number again in front of Bren in fear of getting fucking
Now it looks like G2 are
merged.
going to be shifting back into that.
I don't know the numbers, dog.
He's
You
gonna
could
wedge
say
you
it, I would
last.
believe it.
How many
I
are
just
saying
found
you
it.
were
I just when
fucking-
you pulled a specific number on it, I thought it would be funny to pull out the nerd bit.
It's true.
Sideshow whenever he tries any color commentary. Well, actually, it's
That'd be such a funny cast to throw out there.
Still, Vic can almost keep the Oxy
Fred
as
just
a dash
wedges
as
me
well.
fucking live at the halftime. I'm hung up on a hook.
Fish are going crazy.
Give me a swirly anytime I say a snap.
Oxy's on his way. Counter
At the end of the cast, you get stuffed into the locker.
Yeah.
Right, studios.
He's successful with a kill onto Jonah, but the ults start to fly, and G2 reassert control of backside, leaving Zeppa on an
It's
island.
not a bad
Stuck
spot for a
with
shorty.
He gets at least one.
I think he does alright to get one there.
And now a 3v3. It's a fight in garage. and
Good
C9
trade,
support
net.
available
Oh, good leg
again.
coverage.
That's been on fire this round, but it all turns to Trent. The only player for G2 on site, not hit
Oh,
by
that
the stun,
anti-flash
doesn't
is
connect.
filthy.
Where's Joe going?
Salts out the plant with the missiles.
I don't know, but I think it might
Buy
cook.
time for Jog mode. Thrown into garage is gonna let Jog creep
Nah,
in.
John makes it worse for him.
We're now down to 30
But they didn't plant.
Oh, he
Ready
missed
to go.
it.
Jog plays the
Yeah.
It's 2-on-2.
It's fine, man.
Stalls are so good, man.
Sends it through garage and regroups.
Stalls are almost going to be up again. They're halfway off cooldown.
Sticks doesn't find its
Oh, he's
mark.
missed it though.
Flying through,
Repositioning
Trent goes
backside.
down its jaw. We need
knows
all
where he is.
3 kills to save this round.
50-50.
And it's a 1v1 against the rookie. Spots him.
Oh,
Just
no?
on the edge with Vic.
Well played by
He's
Vic.
so
Vic's been
good
frying.
in these late rounds.
Vic has been
This
on
stage?
fire
Vic has been on
this
fire.
Stage. Stepping up in a big way for Cloud9. And there,
Is he
taking
the
down
best controller in
G2
America?
star.
Yes.
At the moment?
It
Yeah.
came again in one of these really chaotic rounds, right? Like C9
But,
trying to get very
like,
aggro, G2
overall-
going
What's after this?
late
Fury or
into the
MIBL?
No,
I won't be
stage.
watching Fury or
What
MIBL.
stage?
C9 A this round. Next lurk into mid. He saw the Vise utility, the Vise wall set up on C, so he takes that very quick timing, front B, to look for the lurk.
Let's go! Fucking dogs, let's go!
Okay.
Oxy's
Oh, I love that. I love
Second time out G2. Ooh.
Damn.
that. Yeah.
You see what Governor said? Like the day after the, what's it called? The safe incident.
No.
They tuned into like another like the post round mic listening or whatever, like just like saves.
Yeah.
And he's like, Governor's like, guys, listen, if we win this game, never mind.
And they ran
Mitch was
that.
like, thank God I didn't finish that.
Oh god.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Cypher versus Vice on this map. I think the Cypher gives you an extraordinary amount of defensive information.
Vic is the man, bro.
Oh,
Vic,
wow.
best player world.
Vic is better.
Vic is better.
The text doesn't fit inside the.
That's fine. It's a work in progress.
Because of the joy and excitement, bro. It flows out the box. You're not getting the overarching fucking symmetry over here, man.
No, I'm
G2
really
in a
not.
lobby fight. Haven't
really
seen many
not.
of these. It's not gonna be the brawl. Instead, they choose.
But
to
I-
force
but I
the trap.
like
Missiles
the
from Sona.
idea.
Oh, it's beautiful. They've
Oh,
caught
shit,
on to
right.
two.
Trap play.
C9 trying to work through the smoke.
Oh my
It's been a
God.
while since I've
They
seen a
ring
trap play like that
through.
work on A long.
4-2 is how it
Normally his
ends
team's
after
holding
the
it too long and
trades.
fucking it up.
And C9 still
Haven't
gonna
seen
go
that
for
since
it.
X10 versus
Oh,
Envy.
man.
That's what I'm
Totally
saying.
different.
2021.
Dude, holy
Play
fuck. The
Vic.
refight in A long was
Alpha
never
runs the
expected.
site, but how
Yeah.
often do you see a
They
thrifty
win
round like that
thrifty.
where
Wait,
the
didn't they?
low-lighting
Actually, it was
wins
A
in
short.
20
Never mind.
seconds?
My fake
They
fan.
just like
win
fucking
every
skipped around. I
duel
mean, they didn't even
range,
try to win
literally.
that shit, bro.
Unreal. No, the difference there's Jonapi's position. It's very rare you'll see
Well,
a Bleach
there
actually
you go.
sneak into that corner
G2,
with fault line
Yeah.
Hold
available.
something out their ass,
And it
maybe
only
to
works
win back
if
the
G2
game.
high roll. If it is going to be C9
I mean,
moving
that's
into
a
this long
crazy
space.
read because pretty much every round C9 is either opened like
That was a
heavy
nice shot
mid
by Joe, 'cause
or
there
into
still was
these
danger
just,
in
like,
the
straight up
round.
C hits.
I think
Never
that's where
really
C9,
going
Yeah.
for a long
like, things have been going well for them, but I think things
Well, yeah,
could turn
coming out
pretty
the timeout,
quickly
they're
because
going
they're in
A
this
twice
mode
in
of
a
just
row
like
here.
fucking sending everything, just like disrespect.
Is this because they got the
But like
blue
that
shot?
round was still winnable if they
Oh
chill.
no, they're faking
How's
it.
the Stinger fought into spawn this time? Repositions on an off angle just outside double doors.
Does Drone catch him here? It will, and he's forced to TP away.
Classic
Like
A exec.
C9 want to accelerate into A, and this drone shouldn't find anyone.
The drone from Teo just goes so far. They need to reduce
That he is, but he's stuck in
the
the
speed or
thorns
the
in the
range on it,
ultimate.
man.
It doesn't matter.
Nah.
He's just a little guy.
Through every piece of
I think
utility,
Sylvan needs
he
one
comes
less
out the
scan
victor.
again.
Leaf,
Oh my God,
this
Leaf.
is his side.
Oh, you haven't got all
God.
three. Okay, I
Don't
take it
even
back.
have
Maybe
it.
not the best
Doxy,
controller. He's
maybe
not
the only one
smoking
to try
heavens.
and
We're
find
doing an
the
exec
ball,
without
but
heaven
he
smoke.
wants to.
Sure.
And net, it's a hopeless task.
What are we
G2
doing?
back in this
Don't know what's
game.
going on there.
That there might have been a round where C9's aggro bit them a little bit. Oxy goes flying into the site, finds that first kill, and G2's guy didn't even have a
A4, huh?
gun out in his hand, but the heaven smoke wasn't in just yet. I'm not sure if it was on cooldown or if Vic was just slow, because he also didn't have the CT smoke going down when Oxy was up there and fighting.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Just a little bit
They
rush
just
from
used
C9.
one of them to cross or some shit, and he smoked the wrong area, or
He's
what?
not
Like,
happy about
I don't
it.
know.
Live by the sword, die by the
Immediately
sword.
slam the timeout button.
It's like, respect them, guys, respect.
Oh, is that Technica?
Oh yeah, did the
Dude,
tail drone hit him?
he's
he
joking it
suppressed?
heavy.
Ooh,
Get
fucking
me-
hit me?
Get me off the Immy cam, man. He was fucking rocking and shaking, and his elbow was pumping. Jesus,
You're a gross little man.
You guys think he has a countdown while he's also on his timeout too?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
9.
That's all he's saying, actually. That timeout. That's all he's saying. Oh dear.
Ah.
The game after this doesn't really matter, right?
If Cloud9 win,
I mean,
it does.
It does matter if Furia win somehow.
What?
What? No, it doesn't.
That Manu game was nuts.
Yeah, it would. It would matter for MIBR because they would like lose their chance of being able to gain a decent seed.
No, they're locked into 2 or 3 if G2 win.
Y'all finds an off angle in long.
Oh, if G2 win.
So right
Yeah,
now,
Yeah, if
C9
G2 win, it
down
means
this
nothing.
Top C smoke to try and threaten they could be creeping up behind it.
But that's
Lurch
but what I
smoke
mean is
also
as
allows
well.
them to
It
creep
only
some
matters
space.
even if
Because
C9
G2
win.
were playing
It only matters if
actively
Furia
around
somehow
Hold on, lead.
get the win.
Gets
Oh, that's
caught out
nice.
by
You've
the
got like a
stun.
10%
Charge him
chance
up.
to do it.
He's going in. He's
Wait.
sending it forward, but runs
Coulda
out of
cooked.
bullets. It
Coulda
seems
cooked.
the
These
Vultures
guys
can
are
get
so
that
much
from buying a
second kill.
Phantom, man.
And C9 might have a chance to win an eco.
Things are ridiculous.
Still, Trent
Oh,
does
that's
have
a
that
fucking
ultimate.
EMEA and that
Zephyr's
constant
the
sheriff
only one
play.
upgraded into a rifle so far.
Or the crouch spray.
Tripwire towards spawn.
Ooh,
Interesting.
it's on the
Astro
other
Wall.
side.
Just to cut up the site, deal with these hell players on their own.
Valen
Great
still has the
kill.
smoke as well.
So G2, they have the
Oh.
first half of space. So long as they can
That's
kill
nice.
Vic,
Wait for your
he's
team as
still
well.
causing
Trent plays him in
But now
both.
what?
One kill found. On the
Well,
other side of
Valen
the
has
wall,
the smoke.
It's ready for
Don't you
Valen.
smoke on the
Dips
other
through
side
to
of the
safety.
wall there?
Just on the
No,
other
I guess not.
side.
Yeah, that looked
This
not
round
practice.
should be over. One
That's well.
versus
Come on.
3. Jonah
If-
B.
if-
No
We've seen teams do that
chance.
before, and
It's
they
8
wall
to 3
out,
C9.
and then they put down a
Winning on
smoke,
the Thrifty.
like so that it crosses both sides of the Astro wall. They get into it on one side, and then they use the smoke to cross through to the other. And they
It
just
feels
didn't
like
do it.
C9 aren't even choosing to play mid rounds. It's just
I mean, they
full
are just
steam
sending
ahead.
it every round.
Heads more often than not.
It's working.
Peekaboo.
I feel like against the
You can
Astra,
see
this
once you
is
deal with those hell players, that's where all of a sudden
working quite well.
that Astro wall a little bit harder to work back in. Didn't have all the utility they needed to get through those angles either.
Okay, 8-3.
Lots of ults for C9.
Glass cannon
naked
operator.
off, yeah.
Jaw.
The naked, you are a
It's gone
horny
already.
little.
Get dunked.
What, you don't like naked? Naked off?
I don't really
First
like
one
the
of those
idea of
series.
naked off.
Full info going
Wait, that's
over
what it is,
on
though. That's what
9.
it's called.
Jaw thinks
Glass
he can do that
cannon.
because the last round C9 had
Raw
5
up.
players and they took their sweet
Raw
time
up.
working
Raw
past the
up.
Raw
back.
is fine.
I'm raw dogging this off.
I mean, the armor is protection, right? So if you raw up it,
A stun ready to
Sure,
support.
yeah.
There's
Office
layers to
contact.
this.
Use
Is it safe for
On your
broadcast?
teams now.
We are breach stunning our lurk
Oh,
into
what? We
the
bait our
ace.
tail?
Rolling an
What?
ultimate.
The fake?
Wall execing Z.
He saw it, he saw it.
Here. He's holding
Nice,
So much
Oxy.
on
for long. Oxy.
I've never
job.
seen
Out
somebody
this
abuse
round.
game mechanics like
And now a
this before.
4v3, a kill in mid from C9. They have
What, the shorty?
outplayed
Yeah, I mean,
G2.
he's just
Oh,
he
man,
just
now our
moves different
breach
with it.
becomes the mid lurk to find a kill.
He's like
Reef
prime
is
LeBron.
pushed out A, so maybe find
I don't-
something, but the reposition.
I don't know about all
as a matter
that.
of fact,
That's
is almost
crazy
unclearable.
to say, I
When it
think.
comes to shorty
You're
usage,
talking about-
Oxy is prime LeBron.
no, Oxy
Is
would be
LeBron, is
Kyrie.
LeBron known for abusing basketball
You're thinking of
mechanics?
Kyrie.
Yet somehow Leaf
LeBron
is
doesn't
stuck
move the
in
ball
this
like
no
Kyrie
shut
moves the
up.
ball like
Please
Wait,
no.
Leaf's
This
on their team.
Oh, he's got it
round.
down.
No way.
Oh,
Jawan.
no.
Ulted to
Where is
Narnia.
he?
Oh, but they don't know he ulted to
Takes
Narnia.
down Trent.
Yeah.
And now it's
Well, now they
only
know.
Leaf to make
Yeah,
this
but they don't
this
have
time.
There's no
It's
time.
gone.
So you gotta
Oh,
run 9
fuck,
fouls,
man.
bro. It's the only way you win. It's last round.
Shenanigans.
It's fine, it's fine. You have to stick it. You have to try to stick
Doesn't
it.
matter in the end.
I'm
Vic
gonna
finally
fight
wrangles
two
the
ends.
aim.
Well,
What
that's a
crazy
very
Vic
dominant
plays the
half
Red
from
Bull
C9.
clutch, but that
Are there any believers? Any G2 actual belief?
In this map,
Yeah.
Everybody run
Yeah,
an
it's
ad.
attack
This,
side,
this,
I
this is your
believe.
personal warning. Alarm bells fucking ring. Run a 1 minute 30 ad right now.
You're.
Run it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You think
Yes, sir.
G2 are coming back into this?
Run it right now. I don't give a fuck. Just run it right
Fnatic
now.
got
You
9
maxed it.
3. We saw Anita Max win half, and they just won the game. So G2 can do too.
No, I don't think they. I don't think they win this. I don't have the belief.
Bro, what is
Would
this?
you rather see them come back and win this? Or
Oh,
watch
is this
map
the
3?
fucking...
Map
Is
3.
this Cuba?
What's
Is
the
this the
map 3?
Cuban Missile Crisis?
Bind.
Oh my god, I'm so hyped, guys.
I don't know where the missiles were, to be honest. Where would they keep the missiles? Probably as close as possible. Just put it here. What was the Cuban Missile Crisis? Was it 60? It was JFK, right? Was it 62? I didn't know where it was. San Cristobal. And what is this? Is this Wright Brothers? Where are they from? North Carolina? It's one of the Carolinas. I think it's North Carolina, but I'm not 100% sure on that. This looks like it's on a beach. Is it here? Are we on this thing? That's kind of crazy, that. Let's... Oh, are there any beaches here? Let's go by Kitty Hawk. Wait, was it Kitty Hawk?
If there was any team
When did the Wright
that could
brothers,
run it
like-
back, it would be G2, right?
I don't even know. Was it before World War One? I'm gonna go 1912. It was 1903. It actually was Kitty Hawk. Wow, that's fucking crazy.
So we saw from C9 and still find success.
1903. Didn't know it was that early.
And it is a bit slower to start.
The
this
reason I
one.
know it's North Carolina is for some
Well,
reason I know
they
that the North Carolina
starting
and
to
like
re-exec
fucking
here.
thing is
C9
first
playing
in flight.
Pretty full retake over towards A. Can rotate over and flood in if they find the timing, which they should be able to. Hold on. Teleport in backside. Look at that
Oh my.
spam from Zeppa.
Nearly kills Valen. Shock darts. Oxy
pre-take.
into this site. Paranoid up. Blinded by every bit of utility, but his teammates do well to trade things
Well,
back.
Nim's nice.
C9
They are
looking
sending it. They're
perfect
playing
on
with
Yeah,
this
so
they
much
retake.
more aggression than they were in the
Only
previous
one
map.
man left. Lead.
Imi's done bits for them with that
What's
call.
become a 1 versus 4.
Just
Yeah,
fucking
1v3.
fight them.
Last map, that
beforehand.
was another day at the office. 1v4? That's OT. I don't know. I don't know if he's got it.
Vic is low.
Do they force it, do you think, if they don't
Surely it
plan?
should just be
Yeah, definitely.
4 members swinging
So-
him
Even
at
if they don't
once.
plan.
So
even if they
this
don't.
team you think
That's
does
two,
force, but when a team is
Don't
fucking
get
10
excited
to
too
11-2 down, you're like,
I
nah.
gotta commend C9 sort of flooding into the site.
But
there.
G2
Moving back to
frequently
Icebox
force,
every
and they're
single
amazing
round.
with
They're trying to
stingers. So
flood
yeah,
back
of
in on
course they
defense. They're
should.
just getting stuffed
But
completely.
when
Galen's
it's
also a
Na'Vi
forced
and they're
map, no?
more down,
There,
you're
the
like, no,
follow-up
that's fine.
behind Oxy was
But
great. Jack
Na'Vi
gets
barely got
flashed
any
out, he
kills. They're
falls,
playing
he's
on
dropping out to
defense
the
side,
site.
so it's like
But Vic and Mitch are
Yeah, they didn't plant the
It's
spike
Haven's
there.
Pac-Man.
What's the
Everyone's
difference?
buying second round.
it's
Everybody buys the second round, no matter what the scoreline is.
Let's go, man.
Na'Vi are a slow-paced team in
G2, they want
EMEA
Hadi
that
to
don't
go
understand
for
how
the
to use
first half, and they're
stingers.
forcing into 4
They
stingers and
don't
freeze
make
as
them
well
force.
to try and
They're
win
just going to
this one.
embarrass
Make or
themselves.
break
I
on
mean,
Haven,
Na'Vi
and
looked good with
Oxy's
Angels today.
already
Angel
found
was
the
shooting.
opening. He's just sending it.
Oxy?
Oxy,
Hello?
No one's
He's
watching him.
fucking
No one's
farming,
stopping
man.
him.
What a read to just 4-player fight.
I don't have any hope. All of you G2
Leaf
hopers,
in another
you were
impossible
wrong.
situation, and Oxy's hungry.
See,
Yeah, there's no more
remember,
hope at this point.
4
maybe me
kills.
huffing on C9 map 1 wasn't too bad of a deal.
C9,
Maybe
that might
OD
just
not too
lock up
bad,
the
I
map.
think.
Yeah, Oxy
Unfortunately,
means
though,
business up
it's been a
there.
shit match so far.
Just
Need to see a
destroying him with the
competitive
Guardian.
map 3.
There's light
Trent
armor
doesn't get a
that's
kill,
double
Satchel.
body
You're
shot
getting
kills on
-2
everyone.
if they lose this 3-3.
Yeah, easy one,
No
double body
way.
shot.
It's rare
Another one.
you make
No
Joshua look
fucking
silly.
way. Minus
Full metal
3?
flash in the corner.
No, you got -2. You're getting the
There's
-1
three players
double.
in front of him that
I think if you
died.
spend 15
I was like,
points on
wait a
someone, you should have like a
second,
negative point
Thought I had
shield. Like, there's
bodies
no
in
way
front
they should be giving you negative
It's all
points.
lying on the floor.
Someone in my chat said Oxy is the leaf
After a
blower,
rough
bro.
map
What-
one, Oxy topping the server here
Man.
on Haven.
I need Trent to get a kill.
Good missiles to push these players out of window, but
I
it's
beg
really
you,
just
Mr.
about
Trent,
getting
do
the
not bait for the post
Zerk
plan.
now for
Your
Jaw.
team is not going to win.
Dart doesn't see him, oh dear.
Well, if G2 win a round, you're fine as well.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah,
now
true.
the macro of the
Oh,
round
it's
could
a
fall
stinger,
apart
bro.
from C9. No
What about
soul,
both-
no
both of
defensive
these?
information that they can gain. You also have the Vise that's been left as a garage insert. The G2, after showing the presence into A, are going to come back into it. It's all on Oxy with this C-long creep down that can sort of be the knife in the side of G2.
Oh my god, there's no way you just
Okay,
got
this is a
Aw.
little dangerous now.
Did he get bullet tagged when he tried to
Oxy?
jump there?
I
Good
think he
for
must
it
have.
on C.
He's got to be
Oxy
good
just
for more than that,
instantly
though.
knows what this round looks
3
like.
players facing him. That's one, but no more to
But you
come
need
for
more
Oxy.
trade from Valen.
He's put his team in a sweetable position
Against
for the 2 versus 3.
Astrateo. They're against
Yeah.
Omen, hold on.
Your eyes on
No,
Actually,
it's
Hold on.
over.
Also
It's over.
Jaw.
They,
They got-
the
they
pull,
got
pull and
bulls.
salvos don't care
Down,
about
but
the
I don't
smoke.
think he's favored on
Bulls.
Yeah,
this.
they
Sounds.
don't, but if he taps it early, you
Just
know.
don't start running.
Yeah,
Don't
never
start
mind.
running and keep your
Wow.
gun out.
Vic.
The problem is you
1v3
always have to
reposition up
smoke
top.
before you tap, I think.
But
Yeah.
no tap,
Maybe
no
you
one's gonna
don't, but
swing.
I think you do.
Missiles, a
Yeah, I
pull,
think you do.
everything
They
but the
stacked
kitchen
pull
sink
and
headed
missiles.
his way. And G2, this is their round.
It don't matter.
It's a
At
bulldog
least
moment.
4 in this game.
All right. So
Right
I don't
back
get the
into it.
-1.
No.
That's
But
kinda
also,
G2's
Trent, I'm gonna need
signature
you to get
move, I
another
think,
kill.
on the attack side of Haven as well. Is that quick
9 is
barrage
not
control,
enough.
Leave a player, maybe not always in window, but under window.
I mean, I
right
got
outside
Valor
the
who's on
doors,
6, so I could use it
and
on
then
probably
move back
running it
into
back.
the A space.
Are they
While
going to do
make up
something
for the fact
aggro
they
here
don't
with
have
Oxy's
the same
knives?
explosivity of a jet
What do you do?
dashing
You
into
push
the site.
fast down C?
They try to
Mid.
Do a
punish
mid
you
walk?
in
Little
this
mid.
mid space.
Yeah, that-
Overcommit on the rotates.
You do a C hit. Spicy.
Judgment has his ultimate up.
Nah, mid.
They didn't do it. They walked mid.
Mid
no!
walk.
No!
It's always mid.
Stinger in
I got it
hand.
wrong.
Starts
It's always
towards
mid
mid.
walk.
Yeah,
The
just
mid
ready.
walk into
There
play
is
A
that
for
early mid
retake
aggression
strat.
to fight back
Ah.
into it.
Tried and
This is a
tested.
very good position from Oxy. Bladestorm up and
And
down
might win.
goes the most important man for
Oxy's
G2
too
in this
consistent.
round.
Too good.
Oxy wants more
The
though.
joke
This
did
is
just
one
fucking
hungry boy.
Yeah, it's
He's
kinda
heading back in.
against
No, Blades,
hand
no
delivering the
problem.
kill.
Kill
What?
different.
What?
Doesn't even want to stick
Wow.
around for
Trent,
another chase.
please.
He doesn't
Okay.
care.
Trent,
The
please.
spam from his B player, Mitch. Both
Come on,
saves
Valen.
him and
Ace.
nets a kill. Now, yeah, sure, Leafs come into the site, but you see where Zeppa's playing. It's just full
It's
A.
kinda-
contain.
Zeppa is
It's
hyper aware.
Won't be able to go any deeper than it is.
Yeah,
now.
it has been a shit series so far.
NRG.
Pearl is going to be an all-time banger though, and then everyone's going to
Mitch
go
might
crazy
just
about
walk
this game.
into him.
And then that sets
It's
us
all
up
about the
beautifully for the
timing, and
MIBR
Mitch
Fury
is
game.
so ready.
Yeah, pulls the
No,
sun
that'll be the
forward as
classic.
well.
That'll
This
be the
round
instant
is
classic.
Slipping away from G2.
Yeah, Oxy's already up on the flank.
To be fair, 26-0 would be
Versus
instant
5.
classic.
Ooh, that was nearly a freebie, but the shoulder tucks in
Yeah,
and C9 flawlessly.
Well, this round
make their way to
had
match
many,
point.
many opportunities,
So he said that
For
garage
G2
attack
to
from
get
G2
into
the
it.
previous round was
None
their
were
signature
taken.
move. How do
and
you
they couldn't
beat
take
that?
any.
Some mid aggro.
gonna
like,
need
you fight
Valen to
them before
lock
they
the
get
fuck
that
in with that
position.
kinda aim.
You blow up the round yourselves.
I'm going to need them to
Exactly
focus
what
on map
C9
3.
managed to do.
I just, I mean, this one's a
think-
GG.
It's only
Yeah.
happened
Give it
a
up.
couple of times
Give it
this
up.
game.
Go
When
next.
G2
I
sort
mean,
of
how far
play
down were
this
G2
Give it
against
up.
Furia
hard against
that they came
C9
back?
that wins around and breaks the macro plan of C9. C9 immediately going to the next round have the right
7-0
reaction.
or something,
That
8-1.
deep
I don't
focus
think
Are we
it
saying
was
what,
like
what
that.
is the handicap we would have to offer Furia for it to be even?
To beat G2?
These guys look
They won
shooting
like
blue.
8 rounds on
Yeah, it was
G2's
8-0. 8-0 on
Someone in there
Lotus,
should tell
and they
him.
still lost. But
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
that's...
Here's that your
There's a
roll
big
from
difference between
Oxford.
8-0 and
This time
12-4.
used off the rip.
Fair point.
Even though there's
Oh,
still only
Coincides
8
with the
rounds
KO
different.
drone backside.
Oh, I don't like your odds here, Net, but he's trying to get back into it.
Flashed up. Jojima keeps the pressure on and keeps these players out of C for now. Thorns now placed down on the choke. That'll allow the plants.
This is
And Leaf will have
the one
ultimate
honest
post-play
round that
too,
G2
so
have had
options to rip that fight into
in
ceiling
without
now.
being abused.
Here
Where
we
is Zeppa
go.
going on the flank?
It's the Stingers against what have just become pistols. Deep Thorns used. A shorty for Oxy.
Whoa.
Just saying
Oh,
hello.
Jesus.
Old Jojimo
Oh,
as Valen.
Jesus.
Zeppa's just out of the fight
Garage.
completely.
And now finally C9 can
Okay,
keep
so
up.
now they're
Make
gonna
it
they're gonna
go
hit the
with this
retake at the
retake.
same time
In
as they
somewhat
bait the
even
wall, so these
ground,
players
but
go back
Valen
to
trying
explore
hold on to
and
this
the
line.
side
Needs
sweep.
to help out his teammates, but everyone's
They're
blind.
just
Nice,
Almost.
good coordination
C9.
from
They'll
C9.
get on this defuse, but the missiles
GG.
are coming in.
already.
Half is
Oh, he didn't get
denied.
half.
And
I
there's
Trent
no
gets a
one.
kill through salvos, are you kidding me?
Let's fucking go, Trent. That's what I needed from you. That's what
Even
I
if you
needed
didn't get half,
from
I think
you.
they were fine.
Well, that went
That's what I
exactly as we
needed
all
from you,
expected.
Trent.
Shio, give me some entertainment.
Damn.
Mm.
Dude, I swear this is like the least closest G2 game we've seen, bro. Because even the MIBR game was way closer to this.
I mean, what you mean with them losing? Because G2 NRG was not close, but that was like the other way.
Yeah, I mean, I meant
That
more
game
so
was
on
funny,
the G2
though.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the next
What's
map?
Pearl.
Pearl.
Oh, okay. Wrap it up, no?
Can you
For who? G2.
For G2?
really? I feel like C9 are pretty good on that map.
I'm not wrapping anything
Isn't it
up
like
after
the
that.
G2 map?
Yeah, but they changed their component recently, and then they looked a bit worse. I think. Like they definitely looked like they had a
Okay,
couple of
what
holes
historical
in their game,
event
and
will
they changed
this
their
one
component
be?
to like the Fade
Ooh.
Tejo look.
I mean, paper's got holes in it. I use it to put in the
Well, that
binder.
looks
you know
like
what I'm
the
saying?
White
Doesn't
House.
mean it's not paper. That's a horrible analogy. I'm gonna just load up the fucking other game.
I'm hoping that Pearl will be a banger. That's what I'm hoping. It should be as well because both teams are good. But
Where are we,
Shio
do you think?
said,
Probably out here somewhere. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
just like a
C9
wrap
block
it
you
up.
can be in? I don't
C9
know.
I
have
don't
won
think it's
every
wrap it up.
game on Pearl this game, including beating MIBR.
Didn't they have a close one recently though?
When is this though?
I thought they changed their comp recently and they had like a bit of a wobbler.
No, the only 3 Pro games I'm seeing in this.
Oh yeah,
stage
it was a
1.
12-13, 12-14
yeah.
against MIBR. This was the first and only time that
How
they've
old
run
is this
like,
phone?
new
Do you think
version of
it doesn't have?
competition.
It's an iPhone without a
Yeah.
button.
I said
so
new version. Just
we can
basically
use
playing
that
the
as a
sentiment
bit of
phone.
a
And
bit of a
they,
knowledge. I mean, it still could be more.
I definitely
recent,
think
but
they
what,
looked
that's post
extremely
probably
beatable. And they literally
2017,
lost to
something like
MIBR. Yeah.
where we don't have
I'm-
masks.
I'm
on.
absolutely not counting Cloud9 out.
I'm gonna say this is-
I think it's anyone's game. I'm
Tw-
just
I would say
hoping
this
it's
is
going to be
Biden
actually a
era,
good game instead of just
2022.
being one-sided as fuck.
Not bad. Oh, is this a pillow fight or something?
All right, chat.
What does that say? Zok Rag. Pozovsky. Eastern Europe, probably. Where in Eastern Europe? I don't know. Could be Poland, Czechia, Slovakia. I feel like this is like 2010, something like that. But I have no idea. I'm just gonna guess Warsaw, I think. That's a pretty fucking good score right there. Look at the fucking locations. Literally almost all perfect. Apart from not knowing exactly where the Cuban Missile Crisis was, that's crazy. Okay. Well, we're back in Cuba. Raspberry Beret. No idea on the pitch quality seemed too good for 64. That was crazy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So what's this, a tomato fight?
Hello. I'm back, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hello, Mr. Sideshow.
Hi, chat.
Yo, Bren,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on RuneScape Dragon Wilds?
I didn't really look at it. I mean, the trouble is, Jagex are like really bad
I was hoping he was playing the game.
game developers because their whole success has been a game that they made in 2004 and then didn't update and then brought back because when they did update it, it like just hemorrhaged players.
Mhm.
So I have no fucking idea. But listen, fuck it. Throw in another survival
In Spain, of course it is.
It's better
like
Valheim.
4-player game.
Dude, I want to play some Vintage Story.
Do we need to play Vintage Story? We need to play Vintage Story.
What platform is Vintage Story on?
Oh, I've had
on
this one. It's
PC.
Albuquerque.
And you have to go to their website, and it looks like it was made in the 1990s, and you have to buy the game key off their website. They don't sell on Steam.
What?
That's how niche this game is. And
so
we got to play it with
vintage.
like all the mods. We got to play with the clay expansion mods. There's the mod that adds dinosaurs that recently got added.
43 though.
It adds dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's dinosaurs.
How much is it?
Okay, UK.
Like 20 euros or something.
Is it?
I thought the
Yeah,
point was
maybe
to
not.
go from like the clay era up to the modern.
You go to
age.
like clay to steel. You
I
got to
know,
go like
Netherlands.
clay into copper, into tin, into bronze, into
When did the
iron.
dinosaurs come through though?
into steel. Well, the dinosaurs are just there permanently. I think they're just in the world. They just fuck you up.
That's fucked.
There are
Yeah.
dinosaurs in the new RuneScape. That's kind of sick.
No,
Dude.
no, I moved on. That's a different game.
2002. I've had this one before as well, but that one's probably the easiest one in all of it.
Okay. I don't know if you guys have also seen, but Maple Story is also releasing their classic servers again.
No.
Well, no as in no you have it, or no as in
No,
Yeah, I
fuck
don't
a
know.
Maple Story. Fuck a Maple
what?
Story.
Why?
Well, I'm getting no
2D ass
points for that
surprise
one.
game.
So 0 pointer.
Why do you feel so passionate against Maple Story, bro? I don't know. It was fun, dude. It was just like one of the grinder games you played as a kid.
I'm down to
a good
fifth.
You
time.
either play RuneScape or you play Maple Story. You cannot play both.
I played both. I don't know.
That's crazy.
My bad. I didn't have a lot of friends, so I just stayed inside.
Damn. He in there. He in there.
Fun.
Will I be up to the Wolves game tomorrow? Yeah, because I'm not watching. This will be the last map I watch today. So yeah, we'll watch Paper X GE. We'll watch well, I don't know which one of Wolves or Paper X we'll watch. But yeah, Wolves versus Billy Billy, get me in. Kind of depends how much trolling there is. But yeah, seeing Wolves qualify to Toronto, that would be pretty sick. But yeah, I wish it was the second game instead. What is the second China game? EDG Gilai. EDG Giglu. T1 versus Talon, I'm not that interested in. Talon do need to win that game. I mean, that game does have importance to it for Talon. Although they can lose and still get in. They just need Zeta to win. Against Show. We can talk some fucking standing theory. So if G2 win this, they're the 1 seed. If Cloud9 win this, they need MIBR to lose against Fioria. Oh no, it'll be a 3-way tie, right? So it'll come down to, we'll start looking at fucking map diffs. So if they all end 4-1. So this is already, so if Cloud9 win, they'd have to be 9-4. You would have to be 9-4. A 6-round diff. Holy fuck. What was the first map? So they were up 7, down 8. They're down 1. Okay, for Cloud9 to finish first, they need to win this map by at least 3 rounds.
Oh, they what?
Well, no, it would come down to map.
No, it would come down to
differential.
yeah, but the map diff is gonna be the same between these two if MIBR.
But is it? It's the head-to-head.
But there's still another game.
Yeah, no, but if MIBR win, which they will because they're playing Furia.
He's jinxed it.
Wait, but how do you know that MIBR?
Yeah,
Oh,
MIBR
I
could still beat them, but if
see.
MIBR
Right.
win 2-1, then it's gonna come down to rounds. So for Cloud9 to be above G2, there's currently a 5-round diff between them.
I see, I see.
So they need to win this by 13-10. If they win 13-11, G2 will be ahead of them, no matter what.
Right.
Unless MIBR lose, but MIBR won't lose. So no matter what.
Well, but also MIBR will probably win 2-0, so
It might be a moot point, but now Fury might play
But
Lotus.
just in case,
They might play
yeah,
Lotus.
It's not a moot point.
To see
Yeah.
a G2 that's looking a lot stronger in those late round situations.
It's crazy though that if C9 win this match and MIBR 2-0, MIBR are first.
I'm interested by Oxy.
Why is that crazy?
That just feels so wrong.
Why?
It just feels wrong, like because it feels like one of G2 or C9 should be first seed based on
But
what
MIBR
we've seen so far.
But MIBR beat C9 and they played.
They
played G2.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
What the
fuck.
fuck does that? What?
I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what my eyes have seen. And my eyes have seen that I feel like these are the top two teams right now.
Really? You would rank Cloud9 over MIBR?
Yeah, with how they've been playing in stage 1, yeah.
Vic, unprepared, but Oxy still in
Maybe not.
position, not for long.
Oh, that's
Trent
nice.
takes care of him.
That's
If they win this game though, yeah, I think I would. Because at the moment, like,
Yeah, Planter.
Yeah,
I
but
would
you,
have
yeah, but
MIBR
you
above
haven't
C9,
seen
but
MIBR
only by a
completely
thread.
decimate Furia yet. They haven't got
I
that
don't give a
free
fuck about
Furia
them decimating
ticket.
Furia. I don't
No,
give a
but
shit
no, but
about
you're
them
bringing
decimating
into
Furia.
it like, oh, remember when they stomped the team as well? MIBR haven't had that chance.
These guys just can't appreciate a real good fucking pistol round. It's quicker like G2. They're yapping, they're going back and forth.
G2.
They're two old people bickering.
Get me
over
on the
a couple of
TriCast, Brand. It would just be fucking
Wouldn't be a cast. Wouldn't be a cast.
Be ignoring the game completely.
Yeah, I do feel like Jaw got this timing, teleporting into back site. Around the moment Oxy's getting pinged out by the Prowler, getting pulled away from that side.
Yeah, I just put.
Teammate
I guess
from
I just
backside
put more
two
weight
was
on
rotating
G2.
over
So
to
like,
them.
if you beat G2, I'm like,
Just allows
yeah,
G2 to
you're
control
fucking
it
legit.
nicely against C9.
I don't really care that you lost to MIBR.
But MIBR almost beat G2.
The Sova, which is
Yeah, but they
on
didn't.
this map for a while, but the
Yeah, well,
Cats
that's
are
about to
so
happen to
strong,
Cloud9.
combined with your side exec,
Yeah,
well, they're
that
going to have to
might be
clear a
very
hell of a
true.
lot out here. That's 5 players ready to go on this
Oh.
brawl from C9. But G2, they're just holding strong for now. They're dealing with this one perfectly.
Okay.
That's one way to get a floor.
5 kills in the feed.
It's a
07
quick round, that one.
C9.
And keep the momentum up as well.
What's the first stage of like when you have to?
Dude, did the disrespect on C9's fucking pistol.
Wait a second.
That's
Picking it up in the post round, shooting it, throwing it off the map.
I think.
Oh my god, that was Leaf, wasn't it?
Sacrifice.
I think so,
Yeah,
actually. Yeah.
Leaf.
Shout out to
That's
Leaf for that one.
Valorant gods.
Trolling his former org.
Yeah, bro, they've got classics.
Do you want to be built for
I'm
the second
built
round
for
after
the
winning
anti-ecos.
pistol?
God's strongest ego
I'm
forever.
built for these rounds.
He's got 2. He does not even top bragging.
That's like punching a child and say, I'm made for this fight.
Keep talking the big game after a round like this. Good
The guy in
utility.
third place
Reminds you of
spraying
Icebox with
champagne
Oxy
into
just
his
getting
face.
forced off the top.
Yeah. I owned them.
Economic choices to get him an off this round. Instead, it is just going to be the rifle here.
But 1 too many.
This is why it's fucked up when the production sometimes runs the reactions at the wrong points,
And heavy
like
armor
after the
too.
wrong round.
That's been always
Because
one
like
of
if he'd actually said that after the pistol, but then they play it there, he's
Well,
getting
going
caught.
over into.
Yeah,
he isn't
it's
gonna
like
do a
scoring against
great job
Shio
of
and
selling the fake,
whatever that game's
especially
called.
with Oxy still finding Fallon.
You
over
gotta
there.
at least know
That's
the
the
game's
typical
name if you're
worker.
gonna.
Hold on, nice kill.
Is it
from
rematch?
That
That's
is
crazy.
a tough
Rebound,
one
I think.
for Oxy to lose out on.
After level
and now this
6
B
or
site
something.
wide open.
Wait, what
Boys
did
are
I
gonna make
say?
a flood retake is nigh on
Who was the
impossible.
coach
Jaw's already arrived.
that they
Matt,
always
you
used
better
to
get
run
out
like
there while you
out
still
of
have a
sync
chance.
replays
Missiles
of?
coming in at
Oh,
a
it was fucking
speed.
Alex, wasn't it?
Somehow alive.
From
It was
BRS.
Alex for
Sneaks
Paper
his way
X,
out of
yeah.
that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And they would like
Slamming shit.
run, yeah, they would run him
This
slamming
retake.
shit from like a
Seems unlikely to
previous
start. The
round
bonus round,
after his
it
team had
starts
won
to
the round.
Feel like it's falling away from them. Some
J.
sort of
Joe
salvation
Jameson
in
type
Halls. Vic.
Well, here we go. Oh, it's not a good plan though. And they lost
Oh,
Astrocyte.
crazy spot.
And Leaf just
Again,
destroys them
this
anyway.
former team activates. 3 kills already.
He doesn't have a star.
Knows exactly where Vic
Trent?
is, and he cannot find the shots in time. That's
How am I behind?
G2. 3-0 to start.
All right, let's do a count.
Do a little count.
G2, taking
Yeah.
that fight
Alright,
down
Shire's
long,
got the
right?
count.
Because from back on
the
side, that's
count.
where Valen
Okay.
is first spotted. Now, that doesn't mean a sight hit's coming in.
Trent.
That's usually, you know, your lurker
Yep.
on this side of the
Waylay,
map.
replay,
But there's
58,
no way Oxy was
57,
ready for
spike,
Leaf to be
planted.
pushed all the way onto pillar to swing
2
off
spray,
and
damn
take
Leaf.
that line.
Sheesh.
He's also the
5,
guy finding 2
4,
kills even once
3.
the retake looks like it might
Team
swing
Valen
back
flexing. Let's
somehow to
fucking go,
C9.
guys. Props.
I'm perfect.
props.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Waylay,
round.
replay.
Now from
6,
Leaf there.
5, 4, 3.
I'm insane.
I am
One.
ahead
Happy
by
what they
2
found on
seconds.
the B site.
What, is your brain
Yeah,
lagging,
gotta
Brent?
pause
What's
it.
going
Look
on?
it up.
That has been
37.
on. I think it's actually a lot
36.
harder to anchor on
35.
B. That the stun does so much.
Yeah,
to
I'm
help
just
hold
ahead by
space
2
there and
seconds.
Reposition
pause
while
the-
you're on the site.
What?
Unless
I'm
you're
on
top
Twitch,
laner,
bro. I don't know how to pause.
Oh
this.
my
So
god.
God.
It's
So
a Twitch user.
He's
Go
on
to
Twitch.
YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yo, I'm sorry. This is all so new to me.
That off angle can be pretty annoying to deal with, but
To his little Jeff
Especially when you're against the
Bezos.
boss.
What did you
support.
did you think we were counting for the shit of it?
How
That was gonna work then.
I thought you guys like counting. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, we do. We do
Well,
like
I'm
counting.
2 seconds ahead. I don't care.
You,
Good luck.
you caught us dead to rights there. Oh my god.
Oh my god, they can't shoot. They forgot how to shoot.
Oh my
This
god.
anti-eco.
hold on, I thought Jonah P was built for these rounds.
Eco kills. Do it.
Yeah,
man.
it's
He didn't
Ravish.
get any of the kills.
It is Ravish, yeah.
Keep going.
G2's entry's not letting him have any fun.
That's tough.
I
Okay.
hate to be in a spot like that, but now's kind of where C9 have to get the ball rolling
Okay.
back themselves.
They should have at least. How Oxy hasn't got 1 kill there? I don't know.
Yeah, quick report card check. C9 thus far has
He's just kinda
1
shooting
kill
over
every round of
Joe's
the
head.
game. Total across the team.
Usually you want to get
Okay, they take an early timeout. How would I rank the numbers 0 to 100? You know, there's a very useful way of ranking the numbers 0 to 100. Couple ways you could do it, I suppose.
I was gonna ask for another countdown, but I see you can't have it anymore.
I can. 29,
29,
28,
28,
27.
27, 26, 25,
Oh yeah,
24,
I am
23,
behind.
22, 21. You can times 2 on the speed at the bottom right.
Yep.
I'm giving
that.
you the YouTube tech because I assume you're a Twitch viewer that doesn't know. 13, 12, 11,
I'm there.
10.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Welcome,
Depending on your energy level
welcome.
and how you like to react, you should be like half a second ahead or behind everyone. That's also a hidden tech, but I'm not sure if everyone knows that tech.
I'm not sure everyone's ready for that tech. We're all deliberately desyncing ourselves.
To be fair, I was mainly a YouTube viewer, but I wanted to go on Twitch because of watching Shio play his soccer game. Well, football game, sorry.
True.
It's not my game. I don't know a vested fucking.
It's your game. You're the
Investment in the
main
game.
It's
advertiser
you.
for this game now, Shia.
Yeah,
Did you
you've
know
actually
the
done
game?
so much influencer advertising for it today.
Yeah.
I gotta get something out of that, man.
And
Yeah, you-
work on this brawl in A main.
Yeah, gonna get really invested here. 4 stars across the 2 teams. Look at Valen sending it. His team's not even behind him, but Valen's running forward, trying to get pinged.
What the fuck?
Really trying to sell presence.
They would have sent that C's with the
actually-
salvos, they actually get 2 kills.
Yeah, they didn't actually clear out A main at all. And
Yeah,
Zepper,
the
if you
C's
give
and
him
all
this
3
orb,
players,
all right,
full
never
depth
mind.
and
Mitch is gonna
C9s,
steal
they
the orb.
have to bundle up in main. They're
Oh,
really
good, I
concerned
guess.
about
Don't
the
give you
mid
your
space. Their
reveal.
only real protection is going to be the.
Yeah,
Nice
don't need it
camera
for the
they
crucial
got
gun
over on
round. When we
street.
die this round on the eco, that's when
Concerned
we'll
for
need the
Cloud9
2.
now.
But they know that,
Potentially
okay, so they know
back
that
in. That's why the
A main
rotate's
got
coming
smoked
in.
off,
That's
so the
covering
jet
their
op is
spawn.
definitely not over there. If they're keeping track of the money, they should know that Oxy could be
All
up
their
in this
way
round.
into B, they
So
have
you
a great
know he's
chance,
going to be
but
on the B
as it
line, right?
stands, they might be headed
Because
in the wrong
you've
direction.
looked at A main was smoked off.
This is where C9, like you
You
said, starting
know
to get
this guy is
nervous.
B.
Just a lot of pressure in mid. There's a lot
Which
of
means
space
the
that they're
stack is
unaware of.
A.
I like the G2
But would you
are
rather
really
fight
rotating
Oxy with an
in A
op
main.
or the A stack?
I'd rather push him off with a Tejo
Gonna be a
drone
big
and
fight
go
here.
into A.
Likely decider of the round.
But we've already used the Tejo drone.
Zephyr with a clone ready. Through the util, he fights forward, and the raid's
Jesus.
favorable for
That's nice.
C9 to start. Stun onto Valen, and Mitch mops it up, leaving only Leaf on the lurk, who's already
Next time.
caught off
There you go.
guard. And
Yeah.
C9
Bit of a
back
beef
in
on the macro
action
there, I
here.
think.
Locked down A main.
Maybe just a lack of
Around
awareness
because
that
of
they
it.
were playing
I
the
really
op.
liked how Vic sort of baited out a lot of those shots first, right? He's the guy being seen initially, so
And now they got both ults.
G2 are walking to that space, they see that shoulder peek, it's like, oh, maybe it's just the Aster here. Then there's a clone on the right slide, or
Yes.
Yoru swinging on the left. There's a Sova Dart pinging out as well. C9 were very quick to spring that trap.
Nice, guys. They're overthinking it. They're
Yeah, I mean, actually though, G2 didn't even clear out A main and then went back to A main in the late round. That is the definition of
Sure, they have
overthinking
their
it.
suspicions and have quite a bit of utility to deal with it.
There's those missiles that they're always
The macro in that round was terrible
G2
from
wanna
Vela.
Scale up into this B-long space. That's also an attacking Astra smoke to block off the lines from the ground. Sure, it gives Oxy a way to reposition, but it also threatens that G2 could be pushed up all the way right behind it. That's why actually the Cypher Cam or the trip is a little bit useful, because it still denies that quick pop out into the site behind their own star.
Okay, double insert B.
Cat's going back into mid.
When do they take their timing and their
It's a
contact
very
on
slow
B?
round for G2. Oxy's reposted on this angle.
Now a drone over into A main. Again, it's always Valen trying to take the first contact and bait
Okay,
it,
so
but unfortunately Zephyr
Yoru
was
Astra
seen.
on A.
Maybe it's actually intended because the stack
The
from
Leafs could
C9
walk
is
all the way
actually
down.
more towards B. Sova, last round was in the A main space. This time, it's tag teamed ready to pinch and take this fight.
Net tucks
Are they
away.
going to expect
So
two
Mitch,
players
he's
to
on
be
an
here?
island,
I don't
but
think
no
they
one's
expect
looking
Mitch.
at him. Mitch controls the spray, and
He's
he's
done
rewarded
so
with the
much
double.
there.
And now you have to turn face to Oxy.
Oh,
Has a couple
okay, they have
angles
a
to
little
Table
work
bit of
out
backside.
here. The player through street. The two still in
Nah,
long.
3v4.
But a
You
dash
actually
pop.
send
Oxy
it?
just
In a
feasts
perfect
here though.
position for Oxy
Yeah.
to go
No,
mad. Not time on the
Well, they're
re-rack
looking
of the
pick
bolt, but his team has
just
got
say
his
three
back.
Trent?
Trent. Just not enough HP
Okay,
to try
C9.
and make that one happen.
What did this guy
Good
just
cover from Net,
Hmm.
protecting his op there, getting
What?
all the trades down. And I genuinely think Zeppa intentionally got pinged
Huh?
by the drone. Yeah, he might have been trying to cross over, but it did exactly what
Didn't we
C9
use
wanted
pools
G2
more
to do,
or
which
less
was
as
to
we
pivot
get older?
back into B, do what G2 should have actually done on the last round. So this
Do
time,
we use
I
what,
missed
more or
the
less?
noun
the
in that
slight
sentence.
adjustment
Yeah.
to moving near
Pools?
Sova's position
Yeah, like swimming pools.
completely catches G2 off guard.
like the Kendrick
Do you
Lamar
think-
song, Swimming Pools?
So what you're asking is, are swimming
Bro, get
pools
off your
frequented
phone,
more by older
baby.
or younger people?
No, I'm just talking about like
Lock in.
us in
I
general.
didn't mean to
Us
yell,
like
didn't mean to
the
yell.
5 of us in this call? Or us
Bro.
like humans?
I would say like us.
Are you counting
You know,
pools
like
of
right now.
light?
I would say if you plotted it on a graph, it would be a U-shaped graph. Where the youngest people, they're using swimming pools a lot. They're learning how to fucking swim. They're at the swimming pool all the time.
Yeah.
In the middle, ain't that many people at the swimming pools.
Do you
like-
not have time to use your
a little
private
bit.
pool, Sideshow, in your house?
But then the old people, holy fuck, they go crazy for a swimming pool because it's the best exercise that they can get without like putting stress on their joints. So there's a bunch of old people at the swimming pool, a bunch of kids at the swimming pool. Not too many people in their like 30s and 40s unless they're with the children.
Yeah.
That would be my suspicion. It's a U-shaped curve.
Wouldn't that
Yeah,
make it kind
'cause-
of a W though? When you like
W?
if you have kids,
Oh, so when
So,
you have
like, you
kids,
go-
you're, like,
you
back
into
to
the-
pool.
yeah, you're slightly back into the pool.
Maybe, but then a lot of kids are going to the
on their
pool
own,
as part of like
and then a
school
teleport over.
trips
G2 could
without
punish this, though, by just ripping
parents,
it
so it's
into
not a
A.
1-to-1
Yeah, G2
ratio.
done this
No,
game
but yeah,
fight
that
again.
this is like your
Never
W
hit
though. It
the
goes
side
up a
off of
bit.
it.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Because like when I was a
This is also the
lifeguard
first time
and
we've
like doing my
actually
lifeguard application stuff too, it's like
Oh,
from-
you didn't
from
count
most-
in
That's the thing, right?
lifeguards.
Like,
They're
these
just
rotates come in
they've got a
really
flat
off
line.
the B site because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, but we don't know
Most
how
lifeguards I
old all the
knew
lifeguards are.
were like teenagers that I was with, right? There were a lot of like adult
Okay.
lifeguards.
Right now.
So then,
handful
yeah,
that
so
were
then
working.
it's going to be a W, but with
They're
like
going
a
to throw down
slower
some anchor
slope at one
smokes with the
side.
Cypher cages
Yeah.
and flood on
And
in.
most pools, like I saw
Giant
mainly
answers
like
to get a
you're
quick
saying, like
down.
just some adults who were mainly kids,
Astro Wall from
and
the
then like
attack.
adults and like and just like people over 60 who would come for like specific
Yeah,
classes.
because
But
that's the old people love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, big from
they
Joe.
love just prancing around in the pool.
Past the wall though. C9 have a bit of an island.
This is such a weird scenario to be in.
But on the other side, that'll allow
Yeah,
the
we're
flank
creating
to
a
come down
fucking
from
giraffe
G2.
on this
That's
in this
unless
Yeah, I was
Zephyr has
about to
something
say.
say about that one. The
Look,
ults
it's Fibonacci
use spam
sequence
trying to
around.
come through. It's pandemonium
seconds.
on both sides.
Do you-
But G2
can you pivot B?
have a bit of an armistice, a bit of
You
time
can,
to
but-
I mean, I think he's just
hold towards
delaying. I
G2
think he's just
have
making
to
it
pause,
awkward
wait
for
for these
G2
ultimates
to
to
try
time
to
out.
commit.
Oh, they are going, but
Yeah,
now
yeah.
The B gap is real
They
though.
have the option. They
No,
want
they're
to threaten
faking
those
it. They're
things, but it's only
sound baiting it,
25
but nobody's
seconds
taking
on
the
the
bait.
clock, maybe.
Wow.
4 players
They're
here.
still stacked.
Three,
I
that
mean,
he's
never heard
ready to
Taylor run
hold
away.
strong.
I remember I was a
But
fake
Vic,
clone.
he's made Clips happen in this position
seconds
before. A chance to do
What
the
do you
same.
plan?
G2 10 seconds.
In the
That's what
open?
needs to come down. Josh trying to do the job, and his
For art?
teammates.
Oh my
making
God,
quick
what is
hits.
that from Vic?
Ops coming in. C9 holding. And it's a 2 versus 3. Jonah, amid it all,
Old
finds
from
a kill.
Zephyr.
Oxy's arriving very late, but he finds the shot true. A 1v2.
Do they think he's in A-May?
In an
Oh,
he
no.
slams
Wow.
straight into the operator.
Wow.
What an awkward
Finally,
round, though.
Oxy has a
G2 are
chance
not
to play a round out.
actually
Losable.
getting into very
Losable.
good spots with these mid. Like, they're doing a lot of mid defaulting, but they're not actually getting into good spots for the split. They're getting
Okay, quick
stalled
question.
out
Quick
and
question though.
put-
Do lifeguards even
Yeah.
go into a pool that much?
I mean, usually we didn't have to. Like
you go.
more often than not, I was told like if you can just toss the ring to save someone, you should, because once you step into the pool, it becomes like a liability thing. Because like because like people start to freak out a lot, so they almost drown you too, which is like a whole other
Oh,
issue.
yeah, like they can
Yeah,
drag
yeah.
you down. I thought you meant
Yeah, yeah.
liability, like don't go in and save them because you
No,
will
no, no.
be sued.
yeah. You're
No,
gonna
no,
get
like
sued
liability,
if you
like I
accidentally
could die
hit them in
type
the
liability.
face.
Down the previous round.
Yeah, because there's also like a
Strong
certain
for
way you
it
have to
be.
like carry them so that way they can't like
Even when they
like
have open
affect
to
you as
Oxy
well
is
when you're trying to save them.
never
It's
found an
it's
early
so
kill with the
annoying.
up. He's always fallen back. He found one backside. That's it previously.
That sideshow just watched your 1 hour 45-minute podcast with Rossi. That's rage bait. That's fucking rage bait. That's Wyatt's
Popping
podcast.
the blades.
That's
Found a piece of
that's
junk.
bait. That's
the
fucking
one
rage
chat
bait.
message you decide to read.
Within the flashes, the cages, everything. Oxy.
I'm just trying to give you a sample of what it's like.
To be
Get
fair,
on.
maybe that was
Rage
Rossi.
bait
Are you
is
sure that's not Rossi chatting?
G2 get the plant down.
Hey, just went back and rewatched that podcast, bro.
Felix prepares.
Sick interview. Thanks for having
But it
me
wasn't
on.
enough when you're facing the
Doesn't even
dog.
get Bren this time. He gets
3v2.
me.
Wyatt's going for
Yeah, he thinks
more.
that what?
20 health on that
Next
dude.
time he just
Wired
says it to
shit.
And
fucking.
Trent ends it with a
Next time he
sure
says it to
shot.
Pansy. He's
G2.
just
What a
working
way to
random
fire
casters
back.
in there.
We're just winning half buys like that, I guess. Jogamo just went flying into backside.
They would
That was
two of the
net
rounds that they
anchoring
won
from
on
C9.
Haven,
I have
thrifties,
no idea what happened
and
to him.
now
But
one of
him
these rounds
falling.
on.
They should buy
Yeah.
stingers every round.
Pinch back
Yeah, it
in.
feels
Oh,
like
just
it though,
flashed
doesn't it?
himself in.
I-
That's
I
own
think
Cypher
so.
Cage.
I'll be
They have
honest,
good
I,
at Ares
prefer-
and they
And even
swarm.
on 20 HP, he's
I
really
would love to
back
see more
far.
Ares and Stingers. I feel like it'd be more interesting at least.
More
I can't be
Ares?
letting that happen.
Yeah, it's more Ares.
Ares?
Yes.
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna have to shut you down on that one.
They're
No,
going for it.
Ares should not even be in the
This time
game.
Oxy's playing
It
up.
barely is.
Yeah, no one uses it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't get any
Has
use.
to
Just
get
remove
away,
it.
but he still
Just
has
get rid
his
of it.
dash.
It's like an
A lot
appendix
of
of
pressure
Valorant.
on him. Has to dash all the way
Damn.
back.
Get it gone.
Missiles at the feet of
It's a
Nat
rotten.
Jojimo,
Get it gone.
out into the halls again. But the operator
You
is
also
Oh,
Ares-
screen overload. Holy
The
fuck.
Trent
The trip kill!
Rip?
Trip
Who's
kill.
a what?
Like this.
And that's the Vines kill!
What the hell is going on?
It's
Rip
just a
kill,
utility
Vines
fiesta
kill.
On
Holy
the
shit.
B-bomb site. Cloud9 and Mitch now with the operator
He's
in
140
hand.
Cloud9.
Back into the
Died
site.
to the
The
trip.
clone is
It
gonna
must
see
have
him, but not see.
Trip does 5
Clicked
damage,
over
man.
into the
Yeah,
arm.
Trip does 5.
Now
Yeah,
there's a
but then
star
how's he done that with a
working down.
Phantom?
Mitch
Because you
has
can't
to
even
find an
120
opener.
someone.
G2 are just gonna be
Oh,
able to
maybe
walk
a light
over
arm
Vines,
Vine?
and they will.
Through a wall.
Walk
Vic
over
is here.
teammates, Vine.
When the
and
salvo's
then
back?
get
Looking for
Oh,
a half-stick. The spam
they're all
comes
back, they're
through.
back.
No,
Oh,
not
no way.
again, not again. The missiles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but no.
pull
Oh,
him
he has
away.
smoke.
Too.
Oh, he doesn't have smoke for
One of
two.
you's got to push.
Oh,
Have
fuck.
just
Oh, yeah,
enough
Trent's
time
getting
to
ready
go
to
for it
push.
if he needs.
Oh,
Not if he gets
fuck.
pushed though. No, he's going
yeah.
down. Trent wins the round for G2 after all that.
Okay, that's a
A
nice,
trip kill
honest
and a
G2
4-2.
round.
Yes,
I've
definitely.
never seen that before.
And people complain about Teo.
How
but-
did the
I'm
trip
kidding.
kill
I'm
happen?
kidding. I swear.
What about the C?
Oh my word. I mean,
Cypher Trip is just way too
Oh, was it a
cool.
seize?
I thought they said
Oh,
Wait,
I
what?
guess the siege the trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I mean, it's not a seize. It's just spam coming down
I
from
think it's just through the box.
Right,
let's
through
see.
the bottom
Josh
box.
is having as much fun as we are. Completely somber out
sense.
there.
Well, Cloud9, unfortunately. Bit worse for wear this round.
Valen, bro, if you could log the fuck in, that'd be great.
Economy is broken.
That's what I'm saying to
And
Trent.
they're stacked towards
I'm
A.
saying.
Yeah, but Trent's a winning
And
round.
not even gonna overcommit to that fight.
He dropped
Curious,
10
'cause
kills in the
He's
previous
got a
map.
bulldog.
Yeah, they won
He got me
4
a
rounds,
He'll
mate.
do anything over on this
Yeah.
side of the map.
Pick it up.
Right now, you can
Pick it up, Buster.
a mid walk up from Cloud9 right now, seeing if they can maybe catch this rotator working back through mid. Shots aren't gonna quite be there.
Oh,
though.
that flash gives you such bad info. There are 4 players playing in mid, and you just
Yeah.
flash and saw
Spots
nobody.
out one.
Look at A main too. We're all the way up from Vic. Oh, no one is ready for man. He has the bulldog, but he can't get. Wow.
Just
C9
Cloud9
got
decided
3
to push
chances,
everything
They just
at once.
narrowly missed.
Yeah, they've got
works,
the right
though.
read, though.
Yeah,
3
G2
players
is
going over
looking
towards
and
B just as the reaction comes through.
Slips by.
Oh, the gap in the
seconds,
smoke.
A gap in the smoke. That was another chance, but
Where's this
my
team?
God,
didn't
you
find
took-
it either. Mitch
fuck.
out on the site.
What?
He hit a like
Maybe not. G2 have traded this even in a 2v2, but Oxy still
Oh
has a
my
sheriff.
God.
Valen dies to
That
one
was
shot.
good for it.
No, that's
Keep the
crazy.
sheriff.
Stop
was
buying
low.
guns. Keep buying stingers.
1v2. A peek.
Oh,
Yo.
So good for
Show me
it.
the Mitch
An
collab
equal-world win
headshot.
for C9.
He
These
lit,
rounds are just crazy.
he lit Valen up with a
I
recon
mean,
dart.
what is Mitch
But then he
on? He's getting
collided
two
two
kills
people,
there.
I think accidentally?
He didn't see either.
Yeah,
of them.
pretty much.
Just running through the
I mean,
not
the
smoke.
value of
complete.
reconning someone there is that
Perfectly
you just
walks
know
into
where
the
head
bullet.
level is now for the entire smoke.
And then
Yeah.
Oxy.
And it's a,
Swinging back
you
to
know,
the
smoke with a
side
gap
right
as
there
well,
too.
so he does actually
Man.
spot them. So he gets the timing and the perfect crosshair placement.
God.
Another fight for A main. Oxy within his own cloud.
another-
He's
another
dealt
kind
with,
of-
but
oh, well, I
Mitch
guess
again
this isn't
finding
Nico.
his impact. Trades are through and G2.
But they are fucking
this
brawling.
one's successful.
Holy shit.
There's still one player left though. That's Net. And a smoke
Hold
to
on,
help
so
him
he
hold.
leaves past the
G2 are
camera.
gonna freeze the round
He's
because
past
somehow
the-
Leaf has made
yeah,
it
he's past the cam.
Cypher camera in street, and they
Because
know that
Net was
because the whole
brawling,
time
so he
Net was
doesn't have
fighting,
time
he
to
couldn't
actually
click into
tap
the camera.
cam.
Now this position is unexpected.
Oh, but now you're going back and you don't realize the cam's
Possible
there.
Leaf even heard
But
the
he's still
rotating
past it.
spawn.
This is a
He has no
perfect
idea.
call.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No
Oh,
idea.
yeah. Now, Leaf is smart enough to
Leaf has
know
made
that
it
that means
into
B is
B.
completely open.
Scot free.
So let's think about the post plant then, because Valen's going to have the ultimate. Trent is going to plant the spike, which then gives him his
Surely
own
that's
Tejo
not. Surely
ultimate.
the bells are ringing
On
in your
top
head.
of the missiles, on top of a drone in post plant,
Yeah, but you
G2
remember
has
every
a
single
beautiful
fake they've thrown?
utility to just stall this out permanently. You're even going to have sucks on the bomb from the Astra.
And while you're waiting for all of that, Leaf is just going to be there to fight and buy time. The util players
Oh,
fall back to
Trent.
low.
How you...
Wait, Valen, you don't have a
Amazing
star,
with
bro.
your
You need to
cringe.
recall.
On these players coming out from CT.
Are they saving?
So as soon as the smoke goes down, I think he can
They're
get that
saving.
to
Oh.
ping. He doesn't see anything.
I mean,
They're
they
not
just got
playing
here so
around.
late.
Yeah.
And it
But
makes
that
sense.
is kinda
You think
wild.
about it,
Oh,
two
well, no,
players in the
Mitch and
next round
Zephyr
would not
can't
have been able
buy.
to buy guns.
Yeah.
So they need to keep these two
I
online.
prefer when in EMEA they make that
Oxy
really
will
big.
have enough for an operator. That's going to be C9's hope of
I prefer
keeping
in
things
China where
within
you
2
can't see that.
rounds Going into the second half.
I suppose you can
What a
actually when
timing
they
for Leaf
die.
to take.
And that's-
Sneaks past the camera.
Yes. It's so good too, because you probably don't go for a timing like that unless you know that the Cypher is in the midst of a
Yes.
fight. He doesn't have the moment to check the cam. That's the weakness.
How
of doing a
strict is
cam in
Riot
street
with
as
calling the
opposed to
abilities
just
by
a
their in-game
regular
names?
old
Gravel
tripwire.
instead of Astrosag. I once said Vice Wall instead of whatever the fuck the Vice Wall is called.
G2 up
And
7-4 now.
John Riot
Mimi,
beat me
I'm
with a
seeing
stick for
two
hours
nice
in the back
rotations
room.
from Cloud9. Yoru Sobel.
Like,
Wait, you still
Bren
don't.
was-
You still don't know what it's called.
Very
I still,
commonly good
no,
for a kill.
no. I mean,
Yeah.
he beat me on the head.
That's
too
why
many
I've been having to
times, though.
cast with so many different
Body
people.
block and sniper, so-
Josh was not able to
Trent
cast.
still has
I wasn't
Armageddon.
able to cast.
Getting into a post plant would be big.
What is that ability called? I
Retake
actually
the
have
Sheer.
no idea.
It's a very early
Sheer.
kill.
Here.
Out of
Like
Mitch.
Minecraft
Like the
shears.
clothing.
Very close
Yeah,
to the
think of
Flint
like
and
a
Steel.
fucking sheep,
Gotcha, gotcha.
like a little sheep.
Chicken
you are.
jockey.
Well, but G2
Don't
aren't
chicken
able to
jockey.
Chicken jockey!
get into
Oh,
the
never.
Not sure what that wall did to
I haven't
Josh.
seen that movie. Is it actually worth just to go and watch it?
Certainly got the upper
No.
I
hand.
haven't seen it either. Just say the voice line.
Tag team setup. The two
Fair
duels
point.
of C9.
Steel.
Only
Chicken
seven scenes so
jockey.
far, and that's
Have
by
any
Bob
of you
to
seen
creep on
the
board.
movie?
C9 want to take
No.
this fight
I
at
haven't
a-
played it.
am
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, see your wall. They might just use it early.
Shayo, have you actually
Oh, and
seen
the
the movie?
Sobol positioning is
No, I
really
haven't
nice
seen
here.
the
So
movie.
nobody in here
I
has seen the movie.
am
Foxy
Steve.
Ocean, how many
100
goals?
Fury,
Oh,
okay.
that's a big one.
Double the start.
Oh, that's a big one.
The voice
Oxy's
line.
down in the Sobol.
Dude, I just fucking.
What are you doing, Zeppa?
Straight to his death. And it's
Let's go,
Oh
Valen.
my
always the big
god.
round for Cloud9.
On paper, that was beautiful, and now the
What
tripwire, Mitch
is
is going to be
going
able to
on?
punish. The start
Well
fight.
worth
Oh,
it.
no.
Timing
Wait a
seized by
second, no,
Cloud9.
you can't lose to
Check around.
2v5.
And guns picked up. But they're ulted off.
What? They're actually throwing.
2v5 down to a 2v2.
As Valen is
And they
very
have shock
low,
dart.
but it's a
I mean,
plant for
Valen
that
would just
site.
die to a shock, but they don't know because they've been
One
fade
cage
ulted.
on net.
Mitch has some shocks here too.
Had to
Valen is
use
so
They,
it.
they have Silver Astra, but that's a bad Astra stop.
Is that
That's
Bolton?
there is
It's
a
already
suck,
working
yeah.
a reroute.
It doesn't
Mitzel's
matter,
in
they didn't
10
get on it.
seconds. Another
Big
tap.
shot,
There's the
Trent.
kill
Oh,
for
no
Trent.
way.
Lean from
But
Trent.
down goes Valen. Mitch trying to win
He
this
tries
one
to
out.
take
The
the
damage is
fight.
good.
What?
Now
But
he
Trent's
runs.
running for the hills. He'll tuck.
Oh my
the
God.
shock dart.
No way.
Trent's
Oh, there's no
What
fucking
is
way.
going on
in this round?
The shocks again.
The shock's
That's
dead.
it.
Oh!
He's
Mitch
dancing with
Holden
death.
Trying to get this one halfway.
Didn't get half?
Oh, the
What?
kill.
He got
He's
it.
got
it.
Got
it.
it!
That's
Holy
And
fuck!
to the water, and he's
Ridiculous
done it.
1v1 round.
Dude, what?
That's so silly.
C9.
They also did lose a 2v5 though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a 2v5. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the fact that they actually convert a 2v5 is absurd.
That's so great, yo. You know, maybe Mitch was an upgrade.
This
Yeah.
is how they lost the grand final, yes. On Pearl. Rounds like that.
Well, we got a good game. We didn't get a blowout.
We have a game.
Oh,
on
this
our
is your
hands.
reminder to run the advert, by the way.
Oh shit! Thank you.
Shit.
Is this the fall of the Chilean dictatorship?
I love this tune.
fuck is
Max
87?
Riz by Danny McCarthy. My favorite way to get demonetized on YouTube.
And let thy feet millenniums hence be set in midst of knowledge. So it's a library of some sort, but where? Is it the British library? What the fuck?
You guys
It's a
all know how to
British museum.
swim.
Oh,
Yes.
swim?
Yes.
But aren't swimming
Yeah.
lessons like compulsory in English schools?
I think you can slip through the
British
cracks
schools have
pretty easy.
pools.
In English schools. Are you guys
No,
up-
they don't
Oh.
have pools, but they go to a local
Yeah, there's
pool.
like a
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that wasn't a thing at all there. I mean, like I learned back in India because we had a pool like nearby, like in the community, but the instructors weren't very good. They kind of just threw me in the deep end and then were like swim. So it took me a while to learn how to swim.
I wouldn't say that I'm a very confident swimmer though. If I'm in the sea, I feel
Like, if you
like
were in a
I
plane
could be
crash,
swept away at any moment.
Yeah,
and
because
you
the
were, like,
sea is
you were in your
crazy.
jeans.
But surely
And
the
you were, like,
water is just
dropped into
like,
the
you know,
ocean?
you're aerodynamic.
Dude,
Not
if
aerodynamic. What's the right word for
I wear
water?
jeans everywhere. Like if
Yeah, you do wear jeans
if I'm
everywhere.
in a
If you
crash,
get
I'm
dropped-
just drowning.
You're just fucked. Like you're adding like 50 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take the
No, but
jeans off.
you're
What do you
pretty
mean?
like you you know you've been working out. I think you'd be able to you would manage it probably. You could swim to shore.
No, I would just take my.
Yeah.
Well, surely it
fucking
depends
trousers
where
off.
it is. If you drop in the middle of the fucking Pacific Ocean, he's not swimming to shore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's very true. That's very
Watch
true.
me,
You
buddy.
just gotta ride the
Watch me.
current.
But no, if I go paddleboarding, like I'm on an inflatable paddleboard, and I do sometimes think like if this shit just got a leak right now, I'm kind of screwed.
Heading into the second
Yeah.
half.
Why?
But are you paddleboarding?
Why?
with
Because I'm
jeans
not-
on?
They wanna make it
'cause I'm
simple,
like-
though. Win
I'm
this
like
one out,
hundreds of meters out
get the
away from
bye,
the shore in the
take it to
sea.
Toronto and
You got
try and
nothing
win
like
the lead
buoyant
again.
with you?
Yeah, that'd be great. for
Yeah, I've got
G2.
like a life jacket, but
Dude, so
Only
what the
C9
fuck is this
working
guy
you're fine.
complaining
well,
about?
no,
Yeah.
not all the time. Like I've only got a life jacket like
Got a
one every
real close
3 times or
opponent here
something
in
because
C9.
sometimes I
Well,
got
they've
one
got
off.
themselves
Well, they
a
So
really
that's
did.
this guy's just rolling the dice then.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's
It's
complaining
like,
to us because he's rolling the dice of life all the
in
time.
their
What-
mode
what-
plans
what-
ever since that second map of Haven. Doesn't look
If I'm
too
going,
bad.
if I know that I'm going out to sea, I'll wear a life
Inside
jacket.
the smoke.
But if I'm in
Yeah.
like a lake or something,
Oh, this is a rare
I'm
bush.
normally not bothering.
The two-man
I mean,
team.
Human bodies.
But I
are
think I should
buoyant.
be fine in a
Spot
lake.
symbol,
Oh,
thousand
yeah,
shots
Zephyr
cover
had a
up
shot.
night. What an adjustment from Zeppa. He's gonna go for more. Spam through. He'll have to TP away. And now 2 more players ready to overwhelm him next.
Nice,
on the grab.
good, classic
That's why first, and now the
G2
players turn around.
protocols.
G2's
Fucking
still
love
up.
that trend.
But there's still players tucked on this side. And no one's looking at
What is that
Nice.
right click?
G2
Bullshit right
again.
click. Bullshit.
Every player routed.
They don't know where
every
he is?
member
Oh, they
dealt
do.
with. And
Oh,
Vince,
that's such good
for the
damage.
13
Trent wins this.
Oh,
LPs
Trent
going
does
to
win this. Big for G2.
Fucking goat. My
8th
fucking
round.
goat.
Do you think it gives you aura to like have no life jacket, Josh? You think like
It's
is
not.
that the reason you do it?
From G2. It felt
No,
like
it's
C9 got, like,
because
3 kills that
I
round,
just
where
think,
the G2
oh,
guy
I'd like to
was
go
looking
paddleboarding
complete
today,
opposite
and then I
direction.
just pack my
But every
paddleboard,
time
and then I'm
that
like,
happened,
oh, I forgot the life
G2
jacket.
had a second, third
I like
player ready
frequently
to
just
trade
forget
them
like
out.
sunscreen and life jacket, like
So it
things
kept
that
it
are
together
required
for
to keep
G2,
me
the
alive.
fundamentals.
He's like a
They-
13-year-old. He
Two
cares what
under
everyone
at the
thinks
end.
about him. He's too cool for a life jacket.
Vic, swing there, brother. Good.
Damn.
Everybody just chuckled.
Well.
What the hell?
C9 not going to be going for a force like we saw G2 do.
I give a polite
They've got a couple more rounds to play with than
Chuntle.
G2 did.
Chuntle.
Chuntle.
What's the word for like, not a chuckle, but not a
Oh, I
chuckle.
don't
It's
know.
like
a chortle.
Like a
Chortle.
Like this.
That's the
Chortle.
one I was
Yeah.
looking for. I just
And
said
then it
chuntle
evolves into
instead.
Chuntle,
Chuntle.
like you're a fucking train or something.
G2 are giving you. What have they learned so far? Well, not much of a fight count into B, but that fade is.
Chuntle is a
prowling out in
Pokemon.
Seems like
Is it
actually?
I don't know, but I feel like at least it's a Pokemon in like Infinite Fusion or something.
Chuntle, Urban Dictionary, used to describe.
What was that pre-fire?
Wow.
Look at the flash and
wait, no, this is the thing.
combo there, pinging 3 players.
Oh,
No one can
wait,
shoot
it's an
it.
eco kill. It's 101 to the body.
So full info gain for G2.
Yeah, I don't wear my life jacket because I need to be serving Chuntle at all
Like Trent
times.
is gonna be
Yeah,
fooled by
it's
that.
apparently used to describe a polite laugh, a
He's
chuntle.
ready for it.
Wait, is it really?
According to Urban Dictionary, that's what a chuntle is. Yeah.
Cypher wasn't C9 main.
Well, there we go.
Got a guy over in
I'm on the
Street
same
Wars.
wavelength
Rules.
as whoever
Pick
wrote
the
that.
rule.
has to be coming into me, or he's baiting in spawn, and yeah, he wasn't baiting in spawn. He's down on the floor in art.
2 players left.
I mean,
Nine
actually
to
just
go.
It's just being
messing around.
I mean, a little dramatic.
He's being a
but
silly
that's
little
the smoke.
fella.
That's 9 rounds to G2.
You got to do that
now.
against C9 though, because they're silly little
I'm
fellas
up
as
there,
well.
I've never
So you got to like
moved
silly
so
max.
quickly.
Silly match.
Just spamming that
See.
Marshall.
I think 13-6, final scoreline, calling it.
Do you want to see what
13-6, really?
That's
36.
Last round, their
That's a
info tells them
blowout.
that it's,
I'd be disappointed with the
active scouting
13-6.
utility of a fade,
That's
of a
fucked
Teho
up.
playing
He wasn't
hard.
even aiming at
So
Oxy.
maybe there's opportunities for
He would have
solo
hoped for that
lurkers
shot
by
in this
timings
round, though, I
mid.
think, with the headshot.
'Cause where's the Vise utility at?
Yo, this guy has max ammo glitch on his Marshall. What is
Seem that way.
7-hour tuck pause.
So
That's cool,
G2,
Cam.
they're going to fight for space in A main. Their defense is going to
It
be a lot
is
less
a
reliant on these forward
nice camp,
walk-ups
yeah.
on B, whereas C9 was fighting for both extremities pretty much every round. They can fall back and play up that Vice
I'd say
util
that's
a lot
the-
more often.
I think what
pretty
C9
like-
want to be able to threaten is A,
that's
for
pretty much
sending
the
this
meta
clone
cam
down to be able to
at
break
the
the
moment
wall,
for
but it gets spammed
Cypher
away.
on the
Nicely
backside.
done. I believe that was actually Trent.
Many rounds are there in
shooting
the
down
average
with
map of
back
Valorant?
CT, so the Vise wall is still
I
intact.
said the average score is probably about
This year?
13-9.
That's sort of
22?
removes the threat of C9.
Yeah, that's
what I was
stepping
thinking. Like,
into
always.
B from behind a smoke.
Because this year's been so
Makes
stompy.
this
Like,
A
I swear to
control
God.
more likely.
And look at the forward lines.
17.
Jajimo walked up A main. Jonah P walked up in R.
That's a player get -1. They lose by 10 rounds. And don't get
Jonah,
10
they're
kills.
very close to him.
Oh,
And he's not
Jonah.
long for this world.
Kind of missed that, didn't
See
he?
if Joe can get anything. Maybe a shot with the Marshall, not today.
Got a no-scope.
You
C9's
gotta
doing
attack,
it.
yeah, you gotta
Get
attack.
entry into A.
Yeah, you turned on the infinite
Time for
ammo
Trent
glitch,
to
you've
take
got
a
to turn
swing
on
and win the round.
The actual aim assist. Not gonna be
Time
too
for
much
you,
use.
They're all
Valent, to
doing
now
decent damage.
kill all these tagged up players.
Pretty
There
calmly
you go.
in this round, apart from
All
Valent
the timing taken.
slipping on through.
See, they always
Gonna
gonna
bust
get
a
one
jump.
here.
Jump.
He has a gun. And honestly, some damage wouldn't hurt.
Didn't place it.
Look at
Zephyr's
all
on
the
this
angles.
site.
All the angles C9
Oh,
have
that's a good
post.
stunt. Oh,
They
clear.
know where he is.
Okay.
If he had gotten that kill on Mitch, maybe you saw
Well,
Mitch is
there's
playing
the
a good
6.
C9, they'll lock this one
Dude,
up.
we're just having a
Lower that gap
really
down
nice
quickly.
game. Damn.
Mitch is having
Yeah,
a
he's playing
great
pretty
game.
well.
Yeah.
This
There's a
guy's
6,
top
alright.
Cloud9 at the moment.
Ender also stealing our lines.
And the last 2 maps has been calling really well, too. He's that guy that was pretty controversial.
I hate
for
it when the
C9
casters are
to
listening to the
point back,
co-streams
obviously
and just kind of
played
stealing
well
their
at the
analysis.
Red
It's
Bull
Bro,
fun.
bro, there was
qualifier.
one, I think it
When
was
he
maybe last
substituted
year
for
at
roster,
Masters. I like
solid
3
for them
rounds in a row,
years
we
ago.
ended up saying that. I said a thing and you would
Back
say the
when
exact same
Leaf
thing
was on
straight
the team.
after.
Yeah,
Me?
back when Net was
Yeah,
on
you.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
was
this is a
G2,
bad look for me.
And then, yeah, they did the whole
I've got your
merry-go-round
stream
seats
open,
changing.
but like closed captions. So I just place it down in front of me and I repeat whatever you
But he
say.
has a team ready to
It's
go
a cheat
back
code,
into
man.
B, so he
Yeah.
pressures A, and
Cheat
now he's
code's
gonna
being
clear out
hated by the
B site
community at
and
large.
spot out
He's
the
way too
front.
negative about all of the
Hello.
teams.
A flash, Jaw is forced to use his TP. That's very nice to fake out with the Earl there.
Yeah, and seeing there's no Vise utility, so C9 can get quickly into this site. G2 ready to flood.
That they are. Haunt, Flash, all going in. That's a scan, but no kill. Plant committed.
Well, full 5v5.
We were considering the flood, but
Bad plan.
can't go for it. Instead, just have to play kind of a set retake now. Smoke's still up in their face.
Get a double tag.
Scouting to see a couple. Now the pin. Now we're going back into
Ooh,
sight.
that could have been everything.
G2 trading out evenly
Let's
to
fucking
start
go
things
trade.
off, but just like
Win
that,
this.
it's all
Win
Trent
this.
all on his own.
Oh.
Spike not planted for C9.
He has the ultimate though. And in the
Surely you
one
tap
that
first,
could be
don't
big.
you?
No, there's a gap. Vic though just pushing,
Oh.
running, and winning.
Oh, he should have had
The
that. He
artillery.
should have had that.
That is impressive.
Can you do that the other way
Out
though?
of
And
C9's rookie.
I don't
mean,
think so, actually.
do they have
Because
Astra?
no, because the
Yeah.
point is you want to fight. You
Not
want to
just to
force
win
the
that
Astra to
round there,
come
but
into you,
you know,
right?
using the
Yeah.
old
No, I mean, he
baiting out
pushed
the
them
tail
back.
from the other
You
side.
just defused the bomb fully.
I like that path.
But they have
you're
pull.
saying, 'cause
Yeah,
as
if
soon
it
as
was-
the
if it wasn't
ultimate was
Astra, I
ulting
think
his A, well,
you could
maybe
win.
people start shifting their feet a little bit, start
Yeah, but
preempting
when
that
the
rotate.
Astra is
I
up,
love
I
that.
think
TP
he's
is
right.
great.
Like, you have
Another
to
thing
put
in
it
that
down.
round is Mitch immediately
Yeah,
popping the
true.
Sohalt as the flood is coming in and just sending the pulses in. Even
Well,
though
it
he
was
only
not
got one
13-6.
kill, he was putting so much pressure
No.
on those retaking
Thank you,
players.
TMV.
Dude, his whole team
They're
on
wrong.
8 kills, he's up on 17.
Unless they roll it back like
Himself?
EMEA.
Let's call off the round.
Again, C9 just trying
Jog's
to show a
trying
little
to
bit of
break
presence into
the
A lobby, rotate
default
back out of that
camp.
space. And with G2 playing sort of 4 players into mid, their idea is to be able to pretty quickly react to what C9 are doing.
Okay, so
They're not
drone
gonna
A,
Let
see
C9 get the
nothing.
plant down without G2 putting up a fight
TPV.
this time around.
Start the drift B.
This is actually a good game.
See nothing.
Bro tabbed back in from Vintage Story just to let us know that the game we're already watching is good.
None of you guys have been watching this shit. You've been talking about other shit. Don't bring that energy into this.
What are you talking about? We can zone the
None of
fucking.
you have been watching this game.
G2 pushing
wow.
through, Jaw
Oh no,
Projecting,
he's on his
I mean,
own.
only
Oh
one
no,
is
tragic thrifty
Walled off
again.
from the rest of the
Another
team,
tragic
and C9
thrifty.
For what
Hold up.
could have
Let me
been a
cook.
beautiful double dive play,
you
instead
can,
it's all
like-
going so wrong.
Oh.
They swing in and start to fall.
Jody needs to
Mitch,
peek.
he's been
You got-
electric
Oh
this
my
game,
God.
and Mick as well there to help.
Damn.
They built
Wow.
their team out
Turned
of
into
this.
1v2 again.
Trent still potent in a 1v2.
Seriously,
30
deep breath
seconds
for
left.
Cloud9. Back with the
Wait,
advantage.
sure.
They might
If
think
Trent
he's
wins
big
this, I'll
flank.
grow back my
Scores are
hair.
a bit low. Single shot to the head as a kill. Just trying
Oh.
to bait out, and now the position is known, even with 20 seconds. Trent shouldn't be able to get out of this choke point. He's gonna have to take the timing.
What?
No
He has the
fucking
plan.
way.
Bullshit.
Wait, wait.
Stinger.
He's
Vic
waiting
is
for
wait, wait, wait,
protecting
wait.
the plant. The
Oh no
No.
way! There is no fucking
I
way.
swear he's got that exact play like last week.
That's
Oh, that's
Exact
fucked
play
up.
last week.
That's
just
fucked up.
ridiculous.
That is
Mid
fucked
promises I
up.
can't keep.
Dude, that
Break
is
in that
unfair,
situation.
man.
A Red Bull
That's
clutch.
show me
Stinger has
that,
20
but
bullets.
from Mitch's
He's out of
POV,
ammo
and
in
then
half a
show
second.
me
How
the
does he
moment
get
his
a
heart
spam
breaks.
kill?
That's so
Unreal.
fucking
20
silly.
and 7.
And
Yep,
Vic
yep,
just
yep,
going for the
yep.
stick
Oh.
there.
Fuck
My
that.
VFL
Fuck
player. My
So
VFL
little
player.
time and
Your
so hard to
IGL
play
that
that
you forgot
round.
to change.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
And just a smile on his face after winning that Red
Got
Bull
to change him
clutch.
off the IGL when he was playing against C9.
Holy.
Was that a 4K as well? No, that was just he
No.
only killed the final 2, right?
Yeah. I'm on C9. That was a sad way.
Mitch couldn't
to,
really plant safe in that spot because the salvos had just come through over there.
I mean, he could have waited.
Yeah, he could have waited and tried to tuck safe, but I think he was literally running back to a safe position, wasn't he, when he got caught? So he was playing over by Jenny, and then the salvos come through, and so he's like out in the open trying to hold it on a double hold, and then he runs back to try to get the plant after the salvos are out, and he just gets caught with a fucking random stinger bullet in the head.
Unlucky. God, Mitch, fucking hell, look at the C9 score. Look at the fucking scores of the players.
Yeah, Mitch is trying to deadlift him. Oxy and Zephyr are having a bad game.
It all comes down to this round for Cloud9.
Strangely.
G2,
Yeah.
a Yoru ult to work with. And the Vise this time again set up towards B.
And look at the positioning of Leaf too, right? If he thinks it's going to be a hit, he can pop that ultimate and just immediately stall out what C9 are trying to do. The only thing is Oxy's
still won't
knives
stop
would
Oxy.
still be online.
Trent gets so much info in A main for G2 in these rounds.
Vise wall wasn't here
And
this
then he
round.
just informs really good rotates.
Just the Thorns.
Just pop it now.
The Thorns, they'll try and stall out. Oxy. into back hall. Can he find a fight here? Valen around the
What?
corner.
Oh, he's stunned,
Still gets
man.
that kill.
He's
Look at
stunned and he
C9
kills
leaving.
the
They can't even
jet
fight
inside the
for that.
It's
Visal.
the exact ult you were
Damn.
talking
Now they
about.
have to
Leaf
just run
pops
away.
it. They only have pistols.
You
Oxy
Visal
dies,
C9 and it's
now
like,
they're in a
okay,
straight
Oxy,
up
your time to
4v5.
shine.
4v5,
Wait,
but it's
gets
only
fucking
3
headshot by a
rifles.
stunned player.
And has a stinger. And
clear
again,
Leaf here,
Jogamo,
right?
if he wants to, can pop this ulti. The
Oh, they all
positions
hit
that
from the
G2
flash. I got
also
no
have sort of
acknowledgement.
entrenched backside, very annoying. Playing on the bottom
Yeah.
of
That-
pillar,
that might pull
playing in
players.
backside can fight
Well,
off
they
each
are
other
already
nicely.
quite
And
spread,
now that
aren't
there's
they?
not a jet
Yeah,
to
But
but
there's
back
still
they're gonna
two,
go
both,
really boring
like
sort of
keeping
clear
two
both
players
those
B
angles
on a
as she goes
crossfire
in.
though is
30
enough.
seconds left.
C9 are going to have to be
Yeah.
perfect on the
Yeah,
approach.
star down.
And Valen has.
It's
smoke,
into
yeah.
Leaf and Valen.
There it is.
Oh, the
Dart
recon is good.
catches onto
Wait, the
him.
recon
That's
is
a
so
very
good.
start, and Valen amid the pull is staying down as well. So
One
it's
dart.
You're
even
well.
3v3, but that's the ultimate use. Jaw spots
Is
out
there
too.
back?
Where's that
Pretty
third
close.
player?
Around the line.
Hiding in back hall. It's perfect info for G2.
Knows where everybody is.
Can they win it still? Vic, that's a very good kill. Only a second from
Oh my
C9. They're
God.
making something.
Holy
with
shit.
this
All
round.
right.
And they're on an eco.
Zephyr
as well.
nearly doubled his
Somehow
kills there,
pull
I
it
think,
off
as well.
in the 3v3. Yoru won't be damned.
C9 had no business winning that one. But really,
That
it was
recon
just
was
Mitch's
really
dart,
nice,
I
though.
think, that ruined this round. Not sure if Leaf couldn't see it or what actually
Completely
happened,
broke the
but
crossfire.
Dart goes unbroken. He's taken down.
Wait, if
and then
G2 win
everyone
one
can
round,
swing.
though.
180 degrees, deal with Vic, no problem.
He used his own Vise Flash up high behind him, so I think he
If G2 win one round, Cloud9 can't finish first if MIBR beat Furia.
This should be the second game that G2 lose, right? In this, in America so far, they it loses
No.
again.
No,
No, they haven't lost.
the only game they've lost
haven't
this
lost at all.
year is T1, right? The grand final.
Oh shit!
No, they lost to EDG as well, didn't they?
Oh
the
yeah,
upper
they
bracket.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So they've only lost to the previous champs winners, and also the current Masters winners. Damn.
Yep.
It's a big eco. But as I say, they need one round, and Cloud9 will be sad.
Mm-mm-mm. They have lost Pearl before, though. They lost Pearl to MIBR in OT.
5 members of their team are primed in middle.
They
Well, the
also,
whole
I
run
think,
would be
lost
so
the grand
easy
final
for
map
them.
5 on Pearl.
Oxy could be
Yep.
walking into a pretty brutal
loses.
trap. But C9 are going completely quiet into the space. I think Zephyr used a flash in main. There's some stars.
What does
that was
T1 play
about
on?
it.
Or what was T1
Yeah,
playing at
G2
Bangkok
call
on
away
this map
from
as
their
well?
stack.
Was it
Double
the
Julius.
So they're all
You're
going to go
neon.
towards
They're
A,
playing
which
yours.
is
Yeah,
still a
you're
great call.
neon.
Oh, Julius, yeah.
Forwarded for the play towards mid.
Yeah, now that re-clear into A main, but spotting nothing because C9 have done
Dude, the
nothing.
B fights.
So far, C9
I
have
think
really
the
good
A
info though,
fights
because the
from
camera in mid and Oxy
that
there
map
says
is
there was no
insane.
fight into that space. They've
Gonna
just seen
gamble
3
deep.
players of G2 fight into A
Fuck
and
with
put
that.
this
I
drone
fuck with
down.
this. By trying, I fuck
So
with
they
this.
show
Wait, they just
one
pre-fired?
player
Oh no,
on
I
the
guess they
board.
saw it. It showed up.
That's it.
Yeah,
Now
they
C9
saw
are
it.
going to re-hit with the expectation.
Well, that's good
that
info, though,
G2
'cause I thought they were
have
gonna
rotated
over-rotate.
away.
Yeah.
And they have, but there's
They
still
kind
players
of
close by.
have still.
Crazy, right? I know that
rotated
they're
away.
there and they aren't
Well,
any
they might
fucking.
get safer over towards A now.
He might be able to get Jonah P back in time, but he's only got a classic.
That jet smoke
I mean, the
spotted,
round
but
should
that's
just
gonna
be-
be
Why
huge
are we
to rotate back towards
Sova
A.
one side
This is very
faking,
slow.
jet
He's
smoke the
used
other
in main
side?
From G2. This fake still being sold on
Well, I
B,
think they
but
were
G2
hoping they
is
could
not
just walk
biting
up
on
in
it.
main.
In the corner, Jonah.
But I
stuck
don't
out.
know.
Oh, they
I don't
didn't
think
clear.
Jonah
They
saw
didn't
him.
clear Jonah.
His missiles at his feet. That's one.
Oh,
That
Oh,
spot
yeah.
gets so much
Two.
value. I swear that spot gets
And
so
they,
much
wait, they
value.
know a Sova's on B.
Wow.
They can go fast.
Sova is lurking through B. The spike is still back in main.
Oh,
C9 are
is he
winning
gonna
the
have
fight, but
salvos?
They still got to get that spike down.
Oh, not if he dies.
Not anymore.
Okay, they're just hitting.
That's the kill he
Okay, never
needed.
mind.
The spike
Just-
somehow fords the river.
That's
And Valen, from what really could have been a G2 round, is now in a
unfortunate for Jonah
1v3.
P.
Nice.
Could he
1v2.
make
This is
something of
doable.
this? The first kill already taken. A tap on the spike. Darts going in.
Break.
An
No
astral
way.
use. He believes in this clutch.
Okay.
Swings for the flame, but
Oh, I
misses.
see what he's cooking there. You can't hit a tap, so he just Goes through, knows that they have to run at him.
Mean. I believe that round was a good example of failing upwards from Cloud9. That was crazy. Like, going into this A site, 2 players die. Their Sova's lurking in
Zeppa
A.
not clearing that close
This
corner
fight
is a bit
back
criminal
into
for
spawn,
them.
Right? Oxy and Zeppa choosing to get active.
Got a
It
3K, got mine.
salvages.
No,
It was almost
no
a
balls.
disaster.
Yeah, true, I suppose.
If they lose that fight to the player rotating into Arc, they just lose the round.
Exactly.
Spike's on the floor. But 2 rounds now where it comes down to a second of
Okay, we got
difference.
Fade ult, Cypher
C9
ult.
comes out the better of it.
And C9's pivot out of the timeouts has been these 3-2 openers, right? Oxy moving with net to get into street. Early cam to see the Vise jump spotting down on B. And actually, even Vic is going to be joining the party. C9 want to play a slow macro round. And I think that's going to suit them. The Prowler didn't
Sheer
see
down,
Vic.
though.
I really like the way that
On the
G2 play
jiggle,
A main.
Vic holding
They
for
get
it.
such good
Can he
information
dodge the haunt? No.
with
Oh,
Jogamo like jump
Just
peek
half a second off,
teleporting
less
and
than
then
that.
Where
the
did
drone.
Leaf get that kill?
Be long?
Just swings into it and finds an opener
Taking
here.
a lot of space here.
Trent was
Yeah, you
way
have to
far
give
up
him
on A
full
main.
mid.
Nobody shoot away.
But
Yeah, by the way, Spike still
Trent just
very
gets
much
such
back in
early
spawn.
info on when
So
the A
Oxy's
split is
doing
actually coming
walkabouts in
through.
mid. C9 have to recover
Which lets
that.
you keep 3 players on B.
C9 pinch into A.
Are they really going water? You can't be going water here. You have to try to A
Get onto
split,
the
right?
site second. If they kill Jonah P, they take a huge ultimate out of the retake equation.
Fade ult, nice.
These missiles could be perfect. That they are. What a stall.
Oh
30
my.
seconds.
Whoa.
A stun going in as well.
And a stun?
C9 have to get a move on.
Play retake.
Spike's
Now they've
still
run out
not
of
even
util.
making it onto
I mean,
the
they've
site.
bought time for the
20
rotates,
seconds.
but they don't
A flash
have...
ready to go. G2.
Oh, flash with a haunt?
It's Operation
Flash
Stop
with the
the
horn?
Spike for
Nah.
Oh my god, the
the
flash
end
horn
round is
was
the
so
Hawk.
crazy.
So
Perfect.
huge.
Judgment for a kill, but the plant goes down successfully. But it's still
Mitch
a
is so low.
5v3. And
Leaf's
G2 are
flying.
patient. They're spamming away at Vic.
Waiting on Leaf to
so
lurk into
weak.
Net
Arc.
is
Takes
aware.
those shots. Now C9's attention turns.
But that
Yeah,
other
but if
sword
he
on the
dies,
side,
now they
killed
lose.
The anchor.
Nah,
And now
it's
it's
all
only
good.
a game about art.
He's waiting to top first.
Spam through the smoke. for two.
What?
Oh,
No.
C9, are they
What?
gonna get back? Surely not. Surely Mitch can't pull this one off. The stick to half. The shorty in hand.
Oh
jump
my
around the
goodness.
corner, but
The,
G2
Wow.
the shorty,
walk
the
off the
shorty's
round
crazy.
and make their
The
way
shorty
off it.
is crazy
Nearly
when the
got away
person
with that with
defusing
the
is still
spam
full
kills
health.
through the
But
smoke. But that was
I
an
can
excellent
respect it.
hold.
Okay,
That was
C9,
almost
if
a
MIBR
lucky
wins,
G2 though.
C9 cannot
The
finish
sun
first.
just completely stonewalled
Unlucky.
that exec.
Oh right, because they now have the
Yeah,
too
they
close
can't
man-
beat them
the
by
round
enough
differential.
rounds.
So it's
Forgot about
impossible
the
for
Hawk
C9
too,
to end
leading
first.
to a kill.
Unless
Rather
MIBR
just
lose.
a util diff out of Jonah.
But
P.
MIBR will not
Right,
lose
and maybe I
against
would have to
Fury.
lose to Furia. Yeah. So that's why we're saying it's impossible.
Yes.
I don't know how many alternate universes that is, but I'm sure at least there's
C9?
one that's possible. But
Full
I
buying
don't know
into
about
this
this one.
round.
No, we sent Doctor
This
Strange,
is-
and actually, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
1
He
hour
actually
ago,
said 0.
4 Furia members sick. YFP will be playing for them this last match.
Into the thorns. Back into net.
That's
Might just
not
go.
true.
I'm reading this right now.
There's no way that's real.
That's stats cap.
There's a
It's
chance.
finally
There's a chance.
used, and that will
I like
solve
how
the
they've
exec.
just got
I mean,
that same
20
team.
seconds of the
They're
round,
just
we're
on
getting
call.
double
They're just
points.
like,
I'm
On retainer for like
Yeah.
6 games in the whole year.
Other B-Dog, like just come in and save them again.
They're about to
Fury,
nuke
there's
Leaf.
still a TP
A
for
five
Zephyr.
finger? What is
We
that?
are-
he
Oh,
didn't
they're
get
trying
hit
to-
by it. What?
They're trying to hit
for
the
a
guy.
kill onto Judgment
He's
off the
alive
mark,
after all
but they're
that.
A ping
sticking to their
change,
guns,
though, like-
holding
Yeah,
strong
after
in
ping
A.
change,
Trent,
Solo ults,
1
like,
HP.
really
Jet
exposed the
on the other
fraud.
side with the
Yeah.
follow-up, but the flood is here. A little quicker than Vic may have expected.
could still be doable, this,
C9 have established a
Leaf.
good post
They're
fight.
from
stuck behind the
G2.
wall.
Two of them
They
are
can
walled
tap.
off. Like, surely you
They
just fucking.
can, and C9, they're going to feel rushed to make this fight happen. And updraft, forward, Valen, too many angles.
Okay.
I'm not- I'm
That
playing
money's gonna be bad.
Net with 4 on the round. I
Their
can
money
sort of
was
see it
already bad in
unfolding.
this round.
C9 didn't
Yeah, it
want
was.
to immediately go for the exec. First, they wanted
They
to bait
forced
out
up
the
with some
utility. But
shite.
then because they see Vise on A side, it opens up the opportunity to
Mega
look into
important
mid.
kills for Net in this
Net
round.
finding that timing, then being there to play off his teammate, fighting into art,
Let's go, bro.
and be the hype man for the squad.
And we talked about the money for C9. It's G2 instead, who is destitute this round.
I'll find them.
C9 can close this out. We're looking
Imagine
at a
this game
tie
being 10 to
game.
11 when Oxy is not
Seen a
online
lot
at
of
all.
egos in this series, but this time only
Fucking
one
over if he
stinger,
starts having
only
some
one
rounds.
share for G2. Really trying
This
to make
one's a
sure they
mega
can have
eco,
heavy
though.
armor going into round 23.
Next round, though, G2 are going to have so many ults. They've got actually every ult coming online apart from Vine and Jonas Priest.
Over the wall they go.
In response, all they really have was what? Zephyr and Vic.
Look at Oxy's passing too, up into heaven, coming back.
Yeah.
With the, oh my
Holy
word.
Oxy went
He's
crazy.
just spamming every smoke. No respect left in the tank for Oxy.
All right.
It's a shorty, but it won't matter.
Here we go.
Okay,
I'll take
Oxy.
that little
The
exit
double
frag,
duelist
well.
makes some noise, and this
Everybody
game
make a
is
wish.
tied.
Remember, a win here for C9
I wish I was
keeps
16.
them in the race. The top Omega group in first, reliant on that series between MIBR and Furia. G2 winning, that's 5-0, that's them guaranteeing the bye. It's all going to come down to these next 2 rounds.
Well, here we go.
This is where you can't help but think about
Any
that final
believers?
back in
You know what,
Bangkok.
Reach, ironically,
Had a close
no,
game
don't
on
shorter
Sunday.
people who are more confident
Made it
Round
almost
16
all the way
class the
back
tallers that are confident. Because all the tallers are confident.
and
Hold on.
dropped their trophy.
I mean,
You're
you know
like an
the,
SIR. You're literally an SIR pull from a
They're
Pokemon
just
pack
gonna
if you're
break
fucking
some
short and
throws.
confident.
Now,
fucking-
Zeppa coming in.
the
Now,
data
you
just
gotta
simply
teleport out of
disproves
this. You surely can't
Sure.
stick around and
How?
fight that. That would be
tall
crazy.
people, more attractive
He's gone
people
in
just
deep.
tend to be much
And
more
so too is any
successful.
hope of G2 controlling this
They
reset. Look
tend
how
to.
deep C9
I
already
don't know
is
what
That's why
in.
they're
outcomes
so
they actually
confident.
measure, but
G2.
definitely
Wanna
had
fight for it,
higher
because G2
outcomes
have
at
your
working in their
tail.
personal lives.
And Vizolt on
I
the
agree.
retake this
This is
work
the
in
longest
mid,
tournament
Ned's
they've
gonna
cooked
find
them. They've cooked
three,
them.
and
They've
that
absolutely
disrupts
cooked
everything
them.
from G2.
It's
G2
a-
are still
I
going
mean,
in
that
with
seems like a
confidence.
statement that people say. It's like, you know, like
Your
kind of shit, like
last
money
spot
can't buy you
down,
happiness
Armageddon's
or
being
shit like that,
No
right?
one is going to get caught in that
Wait,
whatsoever.
hold on.
The
Defensive
C's
Behind him,
no
nice.
idea.
Unmasking in the
That'll get
chaos
one
and the
kill for
noise. Oh
Joy.
my
Sona
god.
trades back
Whoa.
as well. But
We're
look
so
at
spread. We're
Yeah.
fucking in
C9
the middle of
back in
nowhere.
spawn in street. Mitch has to find
Sprinting
some kills. He's
around
been so
behind.
good for C9
But they
today,
still have pull,
but
though,
he
don't they?
falls. And
Yeah,
now
Vic should have
G2
saved the round
option to
from-
get
from
back
lane.
onto
Yeah,
the
they have
spike.
pulled. They
Vic
actually
doesn't
might
have
still
the
be able to-
ability left anymore.
Oh,
Vic
no
stuck
pull,
on
no
through.
pull there.
He got half. He got half.
Three, takes the first. but
Oh,
the stick goes
no.
off.
Oh
G2
my
slaps
God.
G2
is
on
my
the way.
fucking goat.
Oh my
what
god,
a
Trent.
recovery in that round for G2. And C9, you can't help but
And
feel
now
like
they still have
that
Astral
slipped
Fatal
just out of their
Visal as
hands.
well.
They had control of it. They had the post plan.
Yeah,
And they
it
wanted
should
to
be
play
their
on
game.
site. But so many of the players end up too far forward and just flood in one at a time, facing into 2v1s.
They got the opening pick. It's a 5-on-4, but they played the round as if it was a 3v4, as if they were the one down numbers because of all those lurks. And G2
World's biggest
still
G2
have
fan in the
3
crowd. What?
monster retake ultimates heading into the final round of the
I think I've heard
regulation.
anyone say
Losing
let's go
their shit.
G2 in like in the years.
Yeah.
Jonah's been caught on this
Here we
angle
go.
before.
He's on
Oh.
foot.
Sees in. Doesn't catch on to anyone.
He just wants players to move back into jaw on double doors. That's where our ops posted. Cutting through. Jaw sets up his second final teleport of the round.
This is a vile angle to play for Jorg, isn't it? This
They're
feels
heading
disgusting.
towards him.
No, one in GP is totally fine,
they
and then you're
give him
on
a
the angle again
chance?
to shoot again.
Did they give him an opportunity?
Net's been such a problem for
Some
G2
Jurassic Park
in
fucking
this
round,
game. His
man.
lurks. Blown up rounds.
But he's always picked his timings
Look at
right.
the
Oh, they're going for the
Applying
A split
pressure
with
towards
the
his
Jet
jet
shield.
on the
He's holding
box.
position.
Alright,
As
they
the
tagged
team gets
3.
stalled out, no one wants
Net
to be
has got
the
so much
first to make a
patience here. He's
mistake.
just waiting for Jorgamo to make the
Fox
first
not
play.
moving.
Standoff
They're not
and egg.
moving. Ronaldo
Mustang
versus
holding
Messi in
main
mid doors.
charge
They're all
about
just
falls
outthinking
off
each
the
other.
angle, and now it's about the
Oh,
anchors.
they
It's about
both
G2
fell
holding
like
this site.
Coordinated,
And
synchronized swimmers.
Finally,
Oh, GG.
It's
Oh,
done.
Yeah,
It's to die.
it's we fall
And it's
one by
C9.
one. Damn.
An inch
Hey,
away.
after
all
So
that.
close
Good final map.
to overtime.
Yeah.
C9
There's
played
no
well.
time, Mimi.
20 seconds, the op again.
Not being
Judgmo,
able to get
he's
first seed,
ringing
though,
through. And
That
the
might end up
bell
being
is ringing
brutal for
Vic.
Cloud9 if
Judge!
they
No
do
one
their
to end it.
great
Oh.
playoff choke.
A shot. I agree with that. I feel like C9 really wanted to rely on that one to
Yeah.
boost over to Toronto. Now it's questionable.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Same.
Do you want to watch this next game?
Me too.
I do
No.
not want to watch MIBR versus Furia.
No.
I like it is pointless for seeding.
Yep.
It is like a 90% chance.
No, because like we can.
Maybe I'm being
we
disrespectful.
can
to
queue. We
MIBR,
can
maybe
5-stack
fine.
ranked after.
What if
can-
I 5-stack ranked with this on a second monitor?
No, because we gotta watch the game, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We pip the I put the game on the second monitor. We pip our gameplay into where the webcam would be, and we just play ranked.
This is what he was doing
while we
earlier
watch
when he
the
was
game.
late for EMEA. When his rank game went over.
I don't no, because none of us are going to concentrate and watch the game.
Why would we, what are you talking about? None of us are going to concentrate on watching the game. Do you think that the viewers are going to want us to seriously analytically break down MIBR fit stomping Fury?
You just never know. You just never know.
They have won, apart from on Lotus, they have won like fucking 4 rounds a map on every other map.
And also,
Today could be the
that
day
game
to
is
win
worth
6.
literally nothing now. Like,
It's pointless.
MIBR are locked
Might be
into
onto
second,
something.
Fury are
Like,
locked into last.
even if Furia win, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like, what? It doesn't matter.
It means nothing for MIBR.
Dude, he might be onto something.
It's actually
Anyway, I'm
like,
going to
it's
bed, so
straight up
goodbye.
one of those games
You're
that
going to
is
bed?
Later, DMV.
literally
Good
pointless.
night.
Bye, TMV.
Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye, stream. Have a nice day. I will see you tomorrow morning, if you're there, for some Pacific and Wolves making it to